Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of Galaxy of Crime. Thank you for joining us. If you look around the table today, we are missing LOA. Maud Garrett will not be joining us for this episode.
I'm here in spirit from Maud.
That's right. Yeah, we'll all have to greet people that way just to make it feel like she's still here.
Yeah, we don't want her to be gone.
That's right, exactly. But for today, we will continue, as we always do, without her, maybe with Tinks in her stead, continue to help you.
Tinks better help me. I've been putting up with her beeps.
Oh, I snapped it.
No, you just did.
Oh, why you mess with my heart, dude? I got an irregular heartbeat, for real.
Palpitations.
Yeah. It's a valve problem. It closes too much, man. Take it easy.
And so we'll start, as we always do, by rolling our force points, our destiny points.
Time for...
What about Taylor's pre-roll?
Yeah. Pre-rolls
What about
count?
my
Pre-rolls never count.
But it was so
Really?
good.
Because pre-rolls have counted often.
I thought it was pre-roll Wednesday.
It was a
Pre-rolls only
wonderful
count on April
pre-roll.
20th.
Yeah. Oh, April
Great.
20th.
It's a 2-for-1 special.
April 20th.
No.
Dark side, what is it? Tell me.
Can I roll again?
No?
It's
Can
too...
What's up? Hey, today's a good day. Let's go.
Hey,
Dark
there
side.
you go.
Well done today.
All right,
That was
you guys.
double
The
light
evil
side.
one
Yeah,
rolled.
double.
Sometimes following
Hey,
the
ball
rules
never
helps.
lies. Dice never lies.
What'd you get?
It's one light, bro. One light.
Wow.
With all the choices you're
What'd you
making,
get?
I'm trying to
You rolled
I
balance
don't roll.
your Sith
You just give a
tendencies.
dark on him?
No, Claire got a dark
It was
one.
me.
Dark.
Shame on
I
Claire.
Are you going to the
25
dark side,
XP
bro?
to spend.
All right.
We'll see.
No, not we'll see. I need to know. Don't go Sith, man.
We shall see.
Not to be meta, but in the number of episodes and the mathematic dice rolls we can do, I can't even get to the spectrum of
fair enough.
Paragon of Light or Dark.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna be somewhere in the.
You're gonna be
What is it
gray.
called when you're in the between
grease.
30 and 70?
Oh, yeah, it's just middle. It's just gray.
Not really gray. I'm light.
You're a Grease Jedi. A Spanish.
Per rules.
As we wait to see whether the actual play proves out your desire to stay in the middle.
I don't desire the middle.
You're the Bendu,
Well, that's
bro.
true.
You're the Bendu.
Ashla. Anyways,
I think that's the coolest character.
He was.
Bendu.
Doctor Who. for
we
life.
rejoin our party, the crew of the Volantis,
Yeah, yeah.
inside the back office behind the kitchen of the Overload on Abhian, where Ref, the hungry, colicoid, four-legged,
He wants to
small
eat
T-Rex
Shakak.
arms, continues to hungrily eye Shakak.
No, they left the room.
Oh,
didn't
they left. You guys are back
Yeah.
out in the rest of the
They
kitchen.
joined your boy. Ora, let me get
Yeah,
you a
we're
drink,
hanging
my
out.
good man.
Am I still with Ref?
And you were still with Ref because that's where we ended with the cliffhanger of you asking what he had in mind.
Okay, we're not doing a flash forward, right? We're picking up.
No
where we
flash
left
forward.
off.
We're picking up
You were
right where we
talking
left
to
off.
her, right? To Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he says, I have some ideas of how we could work together. Yes. An unaligned party would be helpful. Most helpful.
Divulge more information.
I'm in the bar. I don't
What do you
drink.
need?
Cheers, man.
Your technician has looked at our information. We work in supplies, ensuring that the shipyard supplies are delivered where they need to go, even when the shipyard administration doesn't necessarily agree. Of course, it's an imperial facility.
Right.
You seem to know the ins and outs of it. Scheduled workers.
We are very effective where we choose to apply ourselves.
Okay.
An inventory droid recently has been causing problems for us, taking a second look over our adjustments to their manifests. If it is not taken care of, our operation will have to shrink down or fold entirely in order to avoid notice.
Are you talking about droid removal or reprogramming?
Either or. Removal could do,
Won't they just replace it?
perhaps. But in that time, we should
See if he's passed along his suspicions to anyone else.
indeed. And we have other moves in play that may make everything else irrelevant by the time a replacement gets around.
Like what? We should know so that we can be prepared for whatever happens while we're...
How about you concern yourself with doing the job as it is
Damn.
asked?
I think that is definitely worth being concerned about.
The Hive does not share its plans with outsiders. This much already is a great gesture of trust. If you desire the information on Kalos Val, take care of the droid for me, and I will take you to my queen,
Where's
so
the
she
droid?
may enlighten you.
Where's the droid?
The droid is scheduled to monitor this warehouse, and he pulls up a map and shows you a warehouse that is near the Imperial section, but not quite in it, just outside. This will bring it outside of the Imperial standard security perimeter. It will likely have some sort of escort, seeing as it is leaving its most secure facilities.
Is the droid itself armed?
The droid is a simple inventory and protocol droid.
Does it have guards?
Like I said, an escort will most certainly be provided. Stormtroopers are likely.
Those are our specialty.
I didn't hear that, but oh shit.
Is there any sort of route that you could direct us on that would maybe minimize our interactions with other people we might not want to run into?
He starts turning the map a little bit and shows you one hallway on it in particular, and then he shows. So he's showing the first hallway. He says, "This is the main access. The droid will likely be coming through. There is a bulk delivery hall as well that you may choose to infiltrate instead if you wish.
Will a fellow like myself raise alarm? Do you have any access?
It will raise alarm when you take the droid offline regardless, and if you choose to engage the stormtroopers, that will be quite the problem. But if you do this quickly and you have your ship here, then there should be no problem in either taking out the droid, spiking it, and then returning to me, and we shall leave together, and
Will
I
that
will take
alarm
you to the queen.
the Empire if
Of
there are
course,
stormtrooper casualties?
of course.
And is your preference
Maybe
to
we'll just
harm them?
I do not care about anything else.
Just
Do the
removal of
task.
the droid is all you care about.
Yes.
And we can do it however we see fit.
Chaos has never been much of a problem as long as it does not spill onto my plate. If you bring stormtroopers here, now that will be an issue. I'd much rather you leave a trail of bodies instead. He licks his lips. Much easier to clean up.
Okay.
Simple.
I've been in
Way-
character. I didn't
way
listen
out
to
of
anything.
character.
So I'm gonna.
We're in a bar.
Yeah, I've been in character. I didn't hear a thing.
Okay, we throw open the doors, we come back out of the back, we're like, that's fixed.
Over here.
Yeah.
We follow you.
Yeah.
I order chicken fingers. Space chicken fingers.
Ooh.
Beer battered.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we reflect all the information. Like, there's a droid. It needs the droid taken out. He doesn't care how we do it. There will be stormtroopers involved, escorting the droid.
I'm sorry, there'll be what?
Wait, there's a droid over on the other planet.
Look,
It's on this planet.
he's indicating that he is helping.
He'll give us the information to,
To find
Yes.
Hex.
To find Kalos Val.
If we do this.
if we do this.
And I think he's one of the good guys, and what we're trying to do is protect him, to keep him in place here doing good. And in order to protect him, we have to take this droid out that is suspicious of him and his activities?
I have
That-
no
it
problem
seems-
taking out a
The
droid.
guy you just spoke to is a good guy.
He seems chaotically
Yes.
inclined.
Meaning
Perfect.
There are no,
he's
there are
like
no
you.
friends
That's
of
why you don't
the
like
Empire. They've been keeping tabs on the Empire. The information being relayed, it helps them organize their shipping patterns, their movement of goods, and they need a window cleared. This inventory droid has taken stock of missing things, and they don't want. Basically,
We're gonna go kill a droid.
we're going to go kill the droid.
I'm all for droid killing.
let's do it.
How many stormtroopers?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not a great plan for them because a lot of attention will be drawn by the removal of the droid.
Yes.
And the deaths of stormtroopers.
Yeah,
Did you guys
that
ask-
word
We
again?
can try to get
How
around the
many?
stormtroopers. He's
An escort. How many, if you're going cataloging
Half dozen
boxes
to a
of-
dozen?
boxes of soup and
Wonderful.
anywhere, maybe 2 to 6.
Oh, okay.
Let's hope for two.
Did we ask why
But they
wanted
also
the
seem
droid
to
killed, or
travel
we
in
just
The
saying-
packs of
droid
6.
is keeping tabs and has taken attention of irregularities in the movement of goods.
Let's do it. Are you guys on board?
We already agreed for you.
Perfect.
Fantastic then, let's go.
At this point,
I'll get those to go.
yeah. from the kitchen, the door opens slightly, and you see the colloquoid face just like looking through it and making eye contact with all of you.
Oh, is he cooking?
And it just goes,
Oh, to us?
uh huh.
All of us.
He just wants to see your bird. Alone.
You don't have to bring the bird.
I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
You leave the bird in the bar.
Shakak waits with our number
saucer of
order.
Just waiting for the chicken fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want, man?
I pop back in. Okay.
As you pop back in, he says, "The 4 of you should be enough to handle any problems that come up. I have another use for your friend there with the droid."
She's gone.
She was heading to COVID-19.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the famous Star Wars planet, COVID-19.
Filled with dinosaurs.
Filled with dinosaurs.
Everyone's favorite thing. Okay. So, okay.
She can stay here and help me work on a piece of technology that I am preparing. If it goes well, it will warm the Queen up for your introduction.
Is that metaphorical? Does the queen actually get warm?
Metaphorical. I am not building a heater.
The bug has jokes.
Yeah. You got it.
All right.
Good.
Now, how many stormtroopers in this group do you think will be in there?
Inventory patrols are typically rather minimal. Expect either 2 or 4 troopers.
Oh.
Fantastic.
But if the
Easy.
alarm is raised, the Imperial section of the shipyard is not far.
You'll have our alarm raiser with you here, so there shouldn't be any problems with that.
Oh, good. He goes over to the larger terminal that you saw that LOA came and fixed earlier, and he grabs what looks to be a data jack of some kind out of it, and pulls it out, and he hands it to you, and he says, "Either destroy the droid, or plant this in it. It will do the work for us of rearranging the manifests. Either result is fine."
Cool.
I got a lot of skullduggery and a lot of agility if we need to plant
Yeah.
something on
Does he
it.
give us any, do we have credentials to get past checkpoints, or are we slipping in?
If you ask him,
Yeah.
one of the workers outside can take you to the warehouse through the freight.
Do we need to dress up like workers? Does it look like they'll wear a standardized uniform?
It seems like they're not really wearing a uniform, but a lot of them you've seen
Coverall
have
type
those
stuff.
Galactic Empire patches. And he goes over to a drawer, and you see there's just a whole swath of them.
Okay.
So he has fake ID. Can
He
I
has fake
use?
badges.
Can we use some of this for my false credentials before we go there?
The false credentials are like one set of a false credential. It's
Okay.
not like something that's like false credentials for any situation.
So- Okay.
Does that make sense? You have to either like reprogram them.
I'm gonna hide my
or set
sword.
them up differently. Okay.
And because we really shouldn't have.
Yeah,
this
you have to
with
decide
weapons.
what weapons you're going to take with you. Like if you're going around,
I might
with
be able
your
to hide your sword in my
flamethrower,
smuggler's
that's
coat.
rather conspicuous.
Mean.
So the way it works generally with stealth is you want your encumbrance to be as low as possible.
Okay.
And the lower
be
your
your
encumbrance
R2D2
is
on the
out of your
skiff, bro.
total, the less you look like you're geared up, right?
Okay.
My bow is strictly for looks.
But we're doing it.
Right. Don't mind the explosive arrows.
We're doing it to look like workers, correct? So we could actually put stuff in a bag, make it look like, oh, these are our gear.
Also, can
If
I?
you guys want to flip to have like everything you need to stow the gear,
We could just get it from our ship.
what are you getting from your ship?
A bag.
A duffel?
A duffel?
I have a bag.
My
Can
overnight bag.
Can I store his vibro sword in my smuggler's coat? In one of the inside pockets?
I think it's 2 encumbrance max, and I don't know what his is. But I would allow it if it's 2 encumbrance max.
I want to, I don't specifically say I have a bag. I have stuff on the ship, but I did want to. I'm gonna buy one of those. There's that bag that lowers your encumbrance.
To conceal plus 2
The backpack
encumbrance.
to
Yeah.
increase your total
That's what it
encumbrance.
is there a-
it's
is
like
there a
50.
store nearby?
50 credits. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll
So-
for a backpack. If you want to get a backpack, you can pay 50
I'll buy
credits
that
and get one.
backpack that lowers my encumbrance.
I have that.
It doesn't lower it. It allows you to store up to
up
5
to-
encumbrance
okay.
in it, essentially.
So as long as we're under our encumbrance, our max encumbrance, we're okay?
See? Correct. Kyle, what is the encumbrance on your vibro sword?
Encumbrance
Ancient.
on the vibro sword is
Whatever sword.
It's kind of stupid. 3.
3. All right. I can't
a little
hide
too
it.
big.
It's
But
one.
I can put it behind my poncho thing, right?
Sure.
I don't have a special sheet. I have a normal sheet.
Yeah,
I
there's
have one of
special
those.
items.
Do you guys mind that I walk around with the bow?
But
I mean,
I
So
don't
you
think
said
they'll let
the
you in,
backpack
bro.
allows you to carry
What's
up to
that?
5?
Would my
Carries up to 5.
carries up to 5.
would my rifle be too big to be seen?
A rifle's probably pretty big. If you guys want to stuff things in a
Holy
bag,
hell.
like I said, if you want to have like a good way to sneak things in, essentially like some sort of crate, you can flip to have like some way to bring your gear with you. That's
Well, I know I can hold my
Inconspicuous.
gun. If anybody has a weapon
but
of 2
between
encumbrance, I can
rifle,
put that
sword,
in too.
bow, those are bigger items that are harder to conceal
Rick blade?
without specialized like
What
sheaths.
about my
and
Rick
things like
blade?
that.
How much encumbrance is it?
Rick blade might be a little easier, but then if you have a Rick blade and a sword or another.
Well,
thing,
I
it
can
gets
leave
more
my sword at home for sure if I have my Rick blade.
What's the encumbrance on the Rick blade?
3.
Dang, I can't carry nothing. I can't carry nothing.
complicated. Blasters.
So
That's it.
no rifle.
I'll put my. I'll just put my blaster in my backpack.
do we know what the setup
Yeah.
of this place is that
I
we're
have a
going?
blaster gun too.
Are you wearing your
A
armor?
warehouse.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Underneath. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
that-
switch it.
It's
Start
full body
programming.
armor.
So
It's laminated
ostensibly,
section.
there's one room, and once we're in battle.
It's gonna
It's
be
a,
like
it's
a
a
warehouse.
pretty big warehouse. You've seen that there's one hallway entrance and one like freight entrance, which is the entrance that Ref said his people here at the Overload can take you to. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be some sort of inspection.
Is it terrible to? Oh, we don't want to set off alarms. That's why we're trying to be stealth. Gotcha. I was gonna say, why don't I just carry my bow and shoot?
Could I carry my Rick blade and my blaster gun?
You can carry whatever you want.
Would that be?
A blaster gun I
Whatever
can
you
carry.
carry will make you more conspicuous. If you can't.
In
Less
my backpack,
conspicuous.
though, I can put stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Do they search things? I ask Ref. Are we going through like a scanner?
You're not going through a scanner.
TSA.
But you will be passing like guard points essentially, where if you're walking around with a bunch of weapons or heavy armor, might cause further inspection.
I can hold your blaster. I can give it to you if we get
Why
into
don't you
sticky.
hold my blaster?
The rifle or blaster
Yours?
pistol?
Yeah, hold my blaster then. I'll just go
Well,
with my sword.
I don't want the blaster to call. I mean, the I don't want my rifle. to
Oh,
cause
I can't
attention.
hide that.
How do we get a bag? How do we
Ref,
get a
our
bag? I'll
weapons-
carry a bag that has my bow and her.
I have a backpack, so I can carry my blaster gun.
Do you guys wear armor?
I have armor. Yeah.
I have padded armor.
Padded armor is usually okay because it's usually just
Laminate is
lower
not.
clothing. Laminate's pretty clearly like battle armor versus padded armor or heavy clothing is a bit
Okay.
more easier to pass.
Well, I'm not going to take any
You're
more
wearing like
grenades.
you're wearing like General Kenobi armor. Like
I
you're not,
painted it though.
right. So you're wearing painted General Kenobi armor. It still looks like armor. It's not painted, it looks like a
I
tux.
tell them I do a lot of welding and stuff. I got to protect it.
I'm a welder.
If you want, I'm not telling you have to do it. I'm just making it clear that
I'm going to take one of the welders from the ship.
All right,
Make it
so
look
my
like that's
encumbrance
my
right now is
Steal one of Ella's
7 out of
welders.
14. I feel like
You have a
that's,
14 encumbrance?
I do. So I feel like that's pretty stealthy.
Oh.
Okay.
You're good.
My
So
bow-
let's head out.
Let's go.
okay. So who's carrying what?
I have a sword.
I am carrying 2 blaster pistols inside my hidden pockets in the jacket. One for him, uno para mí.
2 regular blaster
2 regular blaster pistols,
Cool.
yeah.
2 VPs. Bo?
Plus I got my
Yeah.
claws.
Okay. In a bag?
Yeah.
Whose backpack? You have one? Or are you using
You can borrow
someone
mine.
else's?
It's all mine.
I'm gonna borrow his.
Bo?
Bam.
Are you bringing any of your arrows? Or you're just going to use the energy function?
Oh yeah, I'm bringing my arrows.
Okay. Those are pretty small, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Because they're like the little...
Micro rocket.
I have a backpack.
Okay.
I'm bringing my Rick blade, my stealth vibro knife, and my blaster gun.
And 1 pistol.
You all need to
Yeah.
look inconspicuous like me and Phobin.
Awesome. And you're wearing your armor, correct?
But and just a sword.
With the welding.
I mean like me.
And that welding. I have a welding mask and I have a welder.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, this is too many accidents on the job.
Sure. Yeah, you take it from Ella.
Learn my lesson the hard way.
Body's all scarred. I need everyone to either make stealth or skullduggery checks as one of the workers inside the overload starts to take you towards this warehouse. You can choose skullduggery. Skullduggery would mean that you're like hiding the weapon
3.
with your hands.
So how
Okay.
hard?
Or you can choose stealth, which is just you trying to kind of avoid notice. Wait. This is going to be... Pull up the... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can actually find my stuff.
Find your stuff, Master DM.
This is going to be 2 difficulty.
Right.
Freddie, you're good. You've got a bag. Got Rick. How much encumbrance is that total? The Rick, vibro knife.
I don't have the Rick.
No,
Oh,
Claire,
you're talking about,
sorry.
sorry.
Me?
Yeah.
The
Rick-
Rick blade is 3.
and then the blaster pistol's 1, and your stealth vibro knife is fine. So it's only 4 total. Okay. So just add 1 step back for you, Phobin, for the armor. And then that's it.
Jeremy, for me, I have a -1 black on the skullduggery roll, but there's no extra.
You're
black
not
die
getting
added
any
to
additional
this.
step back just because you're not taking
I'm
too much
gonna,
extra.
I'm gonna
It's
flip
still in
since
your-
I have the hardest roll, and I'm gonna make sure I get this.
So I'm just rolling against 2.
And if you're hiding them in your coat, you can take a boost. Because the coat makes it harder for them to notice.
Yeah.
I'm having you guys roll.
Are we going
it
as a
up.
group? Or are we kind of going individually to not draw attention?
You're
to the
kind
group?
of going as a group because you're being led by someone who has like the
Okay.
appropriate
Cool.
I got a failure. 1 failure.
1 failure.
I did not get a failure.
Okay.
Damn.
I got a success. That's it. 1 success.
Okay.
I got a success and 3 advantage, which I would like to put that advantage out there as me sort of drawing more attention to myself.
Sure.
So as the guards aren't seeing any potential failures that may or may not have happened.
Totally. Oh, and you're gonna have to leave your hawk on the ship.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah.
No birds allowed. No birds allowed.
That's tough.
You love your bird.
He helps. He helps out quite
Okay.
a bit.
You guys attract a little bit of attention. Nobody's really seen you around before.
But the good kind.
You've got some equipment with you. You're wearing some armor, but you've got the welding mask to sell it. You're very smooth in talking with them and
Yes,
lowering
yes.
their suspicions.
Very
And
smooth.
the people guarding seem to be not proper like stormtroopers, the people that are stopping you. It seems to be more of like administrative staff working here for the shipyards that maybe was here before the Empire took over the shipyards as well. And after a little bit of prodding, they let you through.
Paul Blart, shipyard cop.
Just barely.
That's right.
Just barely.
Okay.
Let you through. And you are taken into the kind of inner workings, the outer edge of the Imperial side of the shipyard, and immediately more towards one of the bulk halls that connect directly to the major docking areas for the big bulk transports and things like that. And you find yourselves at the entrance to a quiet warehouse with a lot of supplies, crates stacked 10, 20 high with small terminals at the bottom to keep track of everything that's cataloged within. One of the workers the worker that's been leading you points everything out and just essentially says, lie low around here, try not to, knock anything around. Droid and its escort should be coming in from the other side. I'm gonna get out of here now, but when you're done, you've planted the droid thing, and he points to the data jack that you have. Might take just a little bit to boot back up, and then you should be clear to go unless you decide to blast the droid. Come back through the bulk access, and I'll try to wait for you on the other side if you don't take too long, or raise the alarm.
What's too long?
So if you start to hear more reinforcements coming, that's a good sign.
Should we sync a time?
30 minutes?
I also hand the blaster to you. And do you want to hand the device to me? Do you want me to try to?
I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
We'll trade.
We'll trade. Same time.
I'm gonna tuck the blaster into the back.
Okay.
Behind.
You didn't say anything about another card, Jeremy. What's going on?
I'm just getting ready.
1 card per round, bro.
Is that the rule?
Isn't that what you said? 1 card per
One
round
card per round.
last week.
Yeah, we were playing a different game, right?
All right.
All right. About 5 minutes passes.
Okay.
Before you hear in the distance on the other side, are you guys going to take any sort of position, or how are you guys trying to?
How wide is the hallway?
This entire warehouse is maybe 200 feet wide, and probably about 100 feet down.
So I could I could be welding, creating a distraction to make them stop. They would come talk to me, and you could come up behind the droid. And
Yeah, Lef and I will be closer to where we think they're going to enter, and we'll just be engaged
Let
in
them pass
conversation,
you.
so that when they pass, we
They'll
can
come up
move
to
in
us,
behind them.
and then I'll be welding. She'll slow them down. Let me finish something, so I'm blocking the hallway, and maybe they'll come talk to us, maybe move through, and you guys can
We'll do our best.
link up.
Cool.
Okay.
So 2 of you near the front.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I am sort of just standing nearby, like I'm guarding him.
Maybe handing me tools.
Yeah,
pretending
maybe-
to hand me tools from the back.
Playing it on the low.
His assistant.
She's in the cut.
And how far are you from them, about? Are you trying to be near or separate area?
Like
Medium range.
Medium range?
yeah,
How
12,
long-
like 30, 50 feet. something
Yeah, how
like
long is the hallway?
On
the doorway to
width
this.
is about 200, and the length is about 100. So you're on the full other side, essentially, like the bulk.
Yeah, so medium distance, so that
50
I can get there in a maneuver.
that. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sarai.
About medium.
That's Aurak's new voice. Sarai.
Watching. All right. About 5 minutes passes, and you take up positions, and you start to hear movement on the other side of the doors. You immediately get to welding.
Yeah.
Fake welding. What are you welding?
Is there like an access panel or something? I can look like I'm superficially
Okay.
putting it back.
Totally
in
on one of
place
those
or
panels at the
something.
bottom of the big stands.
Or is there
of
something
crates.
high up that I can be standing on a crate and doing it so it blocks their impedes
Sure.
their movement?
Sure, you could do one that's like
Yeah.
welding like one of the junctions in the
That's
middle.
what I'm going to be trying to do, and
Cool.
like put a crate and push it out into the middle
And,
to
like,
make it
stand
look like
on
I'm
it or
standing
something?
on it,
Cool.
so they can't just roll past.
Got it. No problem. A little bit obstructing
That's
the path.
some like Hitman stuff right there. I'm gonna make him go this way.
Yeah.
And then got it.
All right. And you two are standing right at the entrance.
Yeah, we're kind of like in conversation.
What does the conversation sound like as you hear the doors start to open?
Is it open? We're talking about like incoming and outcoming, like ships that are coming in and out, and which one we have to unload and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard people that were coming off the planet COVID-19 weren't feeling too hot.
You heard it here first. Door opens. And a single blue and black inventory droid.
I jump on it right away. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
A single blue and black inventory droid steps forward. You see 4 stormtroopers behind it. 2 stay at the entrance and turn to face the other side to make sure that there's nobody else coming in, and 2 seem to continue to follow the droid. The droid moves forward and immediately spots the two of you near the entrance. I wasn't told there would be any workers here currently.
We won't be staying long. We're just waiting on another ship to come in.
There are more shipments being sent to this warehouse.
Yeah.
As far as we know, my good man, I'm not in charge of those decisions. I just go
ahead
where they tell me.
and make a deception check.
Deception.
And you can go ahead and take a boost for Aleph's involvement and help, and it'll be 2 difficulty.
Success.
Oh,
a lot of success.
Rather than give you a boost, I could have given you a
I don't need it. We're
green to
good.
a yellow, but
Gotta keep that in mind.
It's a wash with success, with 2 successes.
It's
No threat, no advantage.
So it's 2 successes.
2
and-
successes.
Yeah, so it's not a wash. A wash is when you
Sorry,
have those
2 successes and my threat and disadvantage.
Got it. No worries.
I'm a fantastic bullshit artist, is basically what I was trying
Looks
to
at you curiously, says, "This shipyard is in serious need of new administration. Stay here. Do not obstruct my tally." And
Agreed.
begins to walk forward down the first row. Is that kind of where you would have placed, like the first row that would have accessed?
Yeah.
Okay. And then turns its attention from the 2 workers didn't think were there, and then continues to move forward, and sees straight in the middle, and looks up and sees you welding at an intersection.
And then Mora steps in front of him and says, "Excuse me, you can't really go
What
past
is
this
happening
area
here?
right now. We're doing some work. It's just
I
unsafe
am
for you to
scheduled
pass."
to make a tally here and go through the inventory of this warehouse.
I know. I just need you to stay right where you are just for a minute so
And
he
Aurak
can
calls
continue
out.
to do his job.
Aurak calls out, "The damn thing's about to fall, man. That's why we're standing over here."
Okay, give me another deception check.
All right.
It's going to be 2 difficulty, again. As
Do I still get the boost?
the 2?
yeah, but it goes green to yellow.
I'll say you get a boost because of Mora, and there's like a full setup.
His assistance gives me another green to a yellow.
But he's not really helping you convince
Okay,
them
'cause
of
it's
this,
Mora.
it's more of
Okay,
them
got it.
helping with the...
Got it.
As the 2 troopers like look at you and then look back up a little concerned.
We've got 2
Oh, yeah.
successes. We've got 2 successes and 2 advantage.
Nice. The 2 troopers that were behind this droid, they're not that... so there's the door, and then there's the 2 troopers, and there's the droid. The 2 troopers look up and kind of step back a little bit, trying to get away, putting a little bit of distance between them and the actual droid. And now the droid's standing right in front of you and looks up and says, "This delay is unacceptable. Putting me behind now puts 4,372 shipments in jeopardy."
That's a lot of shipment.
I shout, "Will you explain to this droid what's going on here? Because this is taking... I got to get this done. Do you want it done? Do you want me out of the way?"
My good man, let me speak to you, please.
Droid slowly turns and walks back over. 14 shipments are already delayed.
No, are you coming to the droid? Or are you coming
Yeah,
back?
I'm
Oh,
walking
you're
out.
coming to the droid.
I want us both to meet in the middle
Got it.
so that the
Two
stormtroopers are
have
on
kind of
both sides.
stepped back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're still looking up to make sure
Yeah,
shit
2 of them
doesn't
are
fall on
still...
them,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. As the
Who has
stormtroopers
the-
are like seeing that you're just
You
like
have the jacket?
holding the thing
Okay,
up there.
great. Oh, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna walk over
Okay.
with him.
So the 4 of you are now around this droid.
Yeah.
And
There's
I'm gonna,
2 troopers
but I'm
behind
gonna say
you,
to the troopers
two
right there, I'm
back
like,
by
could
the
you
door.
guys, you're here, finally some extra help. She's helped me. Could you guys help me hold this so it doesn't
Nice.
fall to the 2 troopers?
Make a negotiation check.
Negotiate.
Negotiate. How hard?
It's 1 red.
It is.
1 red? All right.
Yeah.
To take the other troopers. Yeah.
Wash to advantage.
Wash
Yeah,
2
exactly.
advantage.
Suit yourselves. It's gonna break. It's gonna fall. I'd
Great.
step back further then.
They step back a little bit further. Maybe you should get back to work instead of arguing with the droid.
Yeah.
I start doing it
As they
again.
kind of step back. And so they're probably now at medium range. They kind of see that you guys are arguing as the droid says, "I will read you the protocols of the administration of this ship station that say that you should check the schedule before interfering with an investigation of my inventory." And the droid like starts to list out like the worker policies, and the 2 stormtroopers just kind of shake their heads and go back, and they join the other 2 at the door. So now the 4 are all by the door.
All by the door.
The force troopers.
And so
Yes.
we're just basically alone
The
with
4
this
of you
trooper.
around the droid, and the 4
Perfect.
troopers are by the door.
My friend
Now's our
Marco
chance.
here can explain to you the direness of the situation we're in right now, if you don't mind.
Marco, what?
Marco? Polo.
I do not see Marco Polo in the employee registry of the shipyard.
It's a joke. All my friends call me Marco.
While you guys are
He's an
talking,
independent contractor just working with us.
while you're talking, I want Orak to go behind the droid.
Okay, as you're doing this, he says, "Let me see your papers."
Well,
Papers,
his papers are
I'm-
with us, and we're actually.
What is your name?
I brought them here like I was their transport.
I think we're almost done. If you guys want to help me move this crate.
You
Yes,
call it to
would
the
you
troopers at the door?
No, I'm calling out to.
Oh, to them. Got it.
We should be out of your way in a second. Just if I get the crate back, it's kind of heavy.
I am behind
I'll
on
be right
70
there.
shipments thanks to your interruption.
If the droid isn't looking at me, I want to put an arm around him, and
Okay.
while I am, I want to spike him in the back.
Cool. So give me a skullduggery check.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm telling him, well, if this isn't done, this could compromise many more investigative searches in the future.
Go ahead. It's going to be 2 difficulty for this.
Okay.
You're going to get either, we'll say, I'll call it just 1 upgrade because everyone's kind of pitching in.
Okay.
So you're going to get 1, not instead of a boost, turn a green to a yellow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to flip or you can flip. But
We're gonna flip. No, we're
Okay,
gonna
if
flip.
she said flip
We're gonna
first,
flip.
then go.
Yeah, because this is
players
I'll
always
play-
get
I'm down
first
to
bid
play
on a
it.
flip. So.
So that other green goes yellow.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's a good roll.
Give it to us.
I don't want to jinx it, but.
Two
Nice.
success
That's
and
it.
1 threat.
Okay.
I can
Go ahead and take a strain.
roll that if I want. Okay, cool.
As you put your arm around the droid, and the droid says,
Oh, my
"Please
good
unhand
lord.
me. I am not comfortable with this."
Unhand
and then
me?
you put it in, and the droid just stops for a second.
That wasn't a hand, man. It was a paw.
I have now missed 80 shipments. Please allow me to continue with my work.
And I
Oh.
push the thing out away.
Okay.
Well, we don't want you to miss 81.
Nope.
Kind of seems a little taken off guard. I'm gonna
Groggy.
see.
You're rolling for grogginess?
Rolling for suspicion. As you have pulled out also the data jack and just toosh.
Orak always pulls out. What? Mod's not here. What do you want? That's all I got, man. I'm a rookie punter.
Okay.
Turns and says, "Please wait here. When I finish my inventory, I will see to your papers," and then continues to move forward. and
Many thanks.
Starts to look at the panel that you had been blocking, and
I actually welded it up.
you welded it like shut so he can't access it.
Oh, no, I was just around it. It looks like it actually was working.
Got it.
I didn't actually tamper with its functionality.
Got it. And so he kind of looks and then just finger into the plug and starts accessing the inventory, and you see that he's just kind of idling and waiting there.
So we should
Stormtroopers
Looks like,
waiting by the door.
pack up our gear, we move
Yeah,
along.
we completed our job.
Yeah.
So we're going to head back towards our guy.
Yeah.
And there's probably, 15 minutes left on the clock?
Do you want to give me your blaster so I can hide it again?
Once
the
we're
way
out.
out?
I shot, yeah. Once we
We did
round
that
it,
very
once we're not
stealthily.
close to them, we're gonna I'll hand my blaster back to them.
Skullduggery for the
Yeah,
win.
that was nice.
Smoothly done.
Easy.
As the droid continues its inventory, now.
Did I use my skifter when I?
Do you want to have? Yeah, totally. You're just like, hey, and then you
can get to play
the jack
cards
pops
today.
out. Yeah, 100%. It's about that size too. So it's just like a little-
Perfect.
So we would hurry, meet our guy, and then
Yeah.
report back to Raf.
Perfect. And so the guy like looks. What happened? Didn't Jordan not come or
It's all good.
Easy.
already?
It's done.
Record time.
The job is done.
Wow.
He's been spiked.
Oh,
This belongs to you.
No violence necessary.
takes it. Okay. No, better than I expected.
Same.
Who are you guys? And slowly,
We're the A team.
slowly leads you back out, away from the bulk freight hull, and back into the main corridors. You passed your stealth check earlier.
Dude,
No
I've had 2
additional
week of good
alarms
luck
raised.
rolls so far in
Hell
a
yeah.
row.
And you return to the overload. where Ref is waiting for you. It's probably been just about an hour since you set up.
I believe your chicken wings have gotten cold, man.
Getting in and all the work there. And you return to find Ref still in his office after the person he sent with you returns the data jack. That was less obstructive than I expected.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
We chose the better option for you.
Appreciated. Well then, I suppose we can leave.
Can I just do like a...
Suppose so.
Just wanted to see if he's up to something.
Uh,
Tell me the truth.
sure.
Or does he seem like...
Go ahead, either cool or perception. Cool is more like the emotional insight. Perception is more like the physical
Can I
discomfort.
read his mind while I do it? Or like sense, just sense emotion?
You got to roll the force die, yeah.
Yeah, a sense emotion.
Sure.
while I do it.
Can I
Okay.
try to read him
It's
as
gonna
well?
be 3 difficulty. Yeah, feel free. 3 difficulty.
All right.
It is. A wash, but with an advantage, but too light.
A
So
wash.
tap into the light,
With advantage, but too light.
not tap into the dark. Tap into
So
the
you
light.
don't
success.
get a read on him just intellectually, but you want to use the light to use your sense thoughts?
Mhm.
Or is it sense emotions?
It's sense. The emotional state
Okay,
of a living creature.
okay. Got it.
So I got a triumph,
But
but 2 failures and a threat.
threat.
Good luck with
Neither
that.
of you have a great read on him in general. I'm going to say that his like physiology is just too different. That you don't know how these how they express emotion the same way. You just can't really.
Bugs
read
are
them.
weird.
With Triumph, however, you get a sense just from like the working area and like the state and probably what you've picked up just overhearing things in the bar is that things have been cracking down a lot around here. And he's maybe like
Cracking down meaning he has heat?
he has some heat.
Okay.
Maybe not like necessarily from the Empire, just pressure or heat or what to perform, and that especially in hiring these outsiders and what he's told you before, that this was a bit of a Hail Mary for him.
Okay. Okay.
When you sense his emotions, you feel first of all a lot of relief,
Okay.
but you still feel some nervousness for the future, for what is to come.
He needs us more
Probably
than we
is
need
putting
him.
us into a situation that he can't guarantee the outcome of.
You have a
He's
sh-
more desperate than certain, for sure.
Let us depart. Unfortunately, the project I had your friend work on is not ready. But he presses a button. We are finished. Your friends have returned from the task. Meet us at your ship. On his comm to contact.
Where are we
LOA.
heading?
To your ship.
We're going somewhere in our ship?
He's
Yes.
coming with us.
I will take you to the surface of Abhian,
Oh.
to the Hive.
To meet the queen.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And we just did a great job.
Yeah, crushed it.
Stay away from the bird on our ship.
Okay.
Keep it away from me, and there won't be any problem. And you return to the hangar where your ship lies, climb aboard, and he joins you in the cockpit and starts giving you instructions to leave the shipyard and travel down to the surface. On the way, he would want to stop and bring a crate with him. Actually, when you see LOA return, she returns with a crate.
Okay.
Can we scan the crate? Do we have the...
LOA would probably inform you. She was working on a droid of some sort, continuing to
Groovy.
try to put together some sort of design that Ref has been trying to work on. And she takes her seat in the co-pilot's chair, and he starts guiding you down to a very barren world. In fact, as you start to settle down, you see that this place is like Centauri's, but even worse. Like Centauri's was once a beautiful world. This place was not. It was always rather barren and dry
It's like
and deserted.
Geonosis kind
And
of?
now it's in like an industrial kind of wasteland kind of vibe, where it's clearly been overexploited. You see there are these massive like industrial sites that have been kind of abandoned and left behind because they are just totally exhausted now. And as he starts to kind of point you in a specific direction, he says, "Beyond your best behavior in the Hive, the rest of my kin are not as agreeable as I."
They're ruder than you?
It is my position to consider and act upon the foreign interests and relations of the Hive. The warriors will not take kindly to your presence.
Oh, great. Leave the hawk.
Yeah.
That is probably good idea. Others cannot restrain their appetite as
Does he seem like he's
readily as
interested
I.
in eating humanoids? Or his people?
Why don't you make a cool check for me?
Oh, great.
Oh no.
It's how to serve man. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So it's the same roll.
Same roll.
Um,
You can still use your force die if you
I
want to
can't-
call on
Does
it.
he
I
seem
should,
hungry?
yeah.
I'm too furry to eat. I don't have to worry.
that is success, 3 strain, and a light side.
Okay. Yeah, so you can go ahead and take the 3 strain for that as you really push yourself to use the light side point. 1 point's enough, right, for sense emotions, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely find like a voraciousness.
Voraciousness.
That's there. That's clearly like
Like he's
restraining
restraining himself from eating us.
not to that point, but like there is like a kind of appetite that's just always there, and you feel that yes, like they probably do eat humanoids. You don't know for sure if they eat their own.
Does he have like
Kin?
pincers?
They have.
Is he like a sector?
He does not have huge pincers.
Do they
He
look
seems
like they-
diminutive. He's
do they
only
look like-
about like 4 feet-ish tall.
But he also senses they don't like the taste of catharsis.
Are they
Fur
spidery?
would just be a mess.
That's right. There we go. All right.
Are they
Read the
spidery?
talking map.
They have 4 legs that are kind of like 4 big like platform
There's going to be bigger ones
tightness
in the hive.
alien legs.
Looks like a Bug's Life character.
Sure, but Star Wars.
Flick.
All right.
No. And
Ants.
as he continues driving you forward, you eventually see similar industrial platforms, but these look active. They look like they are not necessarily excavating, but have been repurposed to move supplies around. And where you do see them digging, it's not that they're like excavating for material, they are just carving out space, it seems like. And as you pull forward, he turns to LOA, who's managing the co-pilot seat, and has her, leans over her with his small arm and starts typing in like a small frequency to broadcast. And as he does, he pulls back, and you see tri-fighters that rise up and are coming towards you. And then as soon as he hits send, they kind of slow down a bit. Tri-fighters are these kind of balls with one ring around the center and then rings kind of around the edge. And the rings are all kind of connected. They don't rotate. They're an old droid design from the Clone Wars.
Cool.
Always nerding out right now.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. And continues to lead forward to a massive cave opening behind these platforms, behind the droids. And as you get nearer, you see vulture. They're vulture droids. They're large droid-controlled starfighters on 2 legs that seem to be resting. And there's about
Trade Federation type.
24 of them here.
Damn, son.
Of these vulture droids. They're kind of like the advanced versions of the scarabs you had seen on that satellite.
Huh.
Later design.
But I would know that this is Federation.
Technology. But it's been around before the Clone Wars too. More so the vultures and the scarabs.
Okay.
So the
So it doesn't raise like an alarm that
the
this is.
tri-fighters. I mean, it's technology that was in use during that time as well. And inside this huge cave, he identifies a spot for you to set down. And immediately as you do and the ramp lowers, you see collocoids begin to move towards your ship. These collocoids are not like Ref. They're 6 feet tall, same build, but on their like chitinous carapace, they also sport some sort of folded armor that seems to like be layered on, and it is all over their arms, the small arms, and also the 4 legs and up their backs. Custom built clearly for their physiology. They wouldn't be able to wear any sort of armor that you all sport. And they don't seem to carry much in the way of weapons. A few have blasters. Mostly what it seems like they have are pouches on the side of their legs.
Oh, for like bombs.
The door opens and Ref says, I should probably go first.
Yes, you should.
You think? Yeah.
And steps outside, leading all of you here. We'll assume maybe LOA stays with the ship.
We will.
That you want her to send Tinks with you?
I would love Tinks to join
Yeah.
me.
Okay, Tinks
What
will
about
follow
Dinks?
you.
What about Dinks?
Dinks and Dinks?
Dinks is not built yet.
Oh, Dinks is not built.
Tinks is hanging with her cat friend.
Yeah. As Tinks, you're set on day with a friend mode.
Day with a friend mode, that's right.
And
take your droid to school day.
Take your droid to school day, that's better. And Ref steps out, looking not nearly as imposing in front of this 2 foot taller, clearly larger collocoid warrior that stands in front of him. And they start exchanging a conversation in a series of clicks.
This guy's like, Dinks. What are you doing?
One of
back?
the 2 looks and
He smells y'all, not me.
the warriors seem a little agitated, but Ref kind of seems to be holding the line. And then finally the warriors just kind of and step aside, stepping back and all snarling and salivating at the sight of you as Ref leads you through them.
I nod respectfully at the bugs as we walk by.
He leads you to a small like speeder. It's like the airport, golf cart of speeders
And it just
essentially.
beeps the whole time, even if you're going forward.
Exactly. Take a seat, he says.
Put on my seatbelt. Does it have seatbelts?
Sure.
I put my seatbelt on.
You see
I
this
don't.
one probably has not been much used, and it's a standing platform. It's not so it wouldn't be take a seat, but climb on board.
I hold on to the rail.
Essentially. Yeah, exactly. And as you climb on the platform, it activates and starts to carry forward. And he, for a moment, walks alongside you before he stops, and you see him crouch and fold down into a rolling ball and starts to roll alongside you guys.
He's keeping pace. I like this guy now.
Behind you, you see the warriors do the same and are following.
Those guys worry me a little more.
It seems like they're very adept at this sort of movement.
Roly-polies.
As he leads you through, you see, first of all, a large set of multiple workshops carved into the sides of this large cave that you're pushing through. There are clearly ships being assembled here, a massive industrial projects. You see more of those vulture droids, tri-fighters, parts that are clearly recognizable. You also see battle droids and super battle droids, and even catch sight of some other types of droids that you don't quite recognize off the cuff.
Do these battle droids seem like decorated differently than I would have ever seen them, or repurposed, or are they just straight?
Seem like standard issue battle droids.
They're building an army.
They're being equipped with weapons, and you probably would see just in the short drive that you are on, at least 100 battle droids.
Whoa.
So, definitely don't need to make enemies today.
Yeah.
No,
Jeez.
no, we don't.
In addition to the battle droids, in addition to the many collocoids you see down here,
This is much worse than stormtroopers.
you see other collocoids who are about Ref's size, some even a little smaller, who seem to be manning a lot of these workshops. Everything's almost entirely automated except for a few key positions where they're clearly helping the assembly line continue on its way and continue its production. You even see vehicles and land weaponry that is being worked on and prepared, shields being tested against weapons. It definitely seems like there's a heavy industrialization process.
I'm gonna ask Ref about it.
While he's rolling.
While he's rolling.
Yeah.
What are these weapons used for?
And Ref, as he's rolling, stops, and your cart stops. The Hive.
Where does the Hive stand and what's going on?
For now, the Hive seeks to survive and endure. And we set our sights, and he kind of looks up. You just see cave wall on Abhian.
We already know he doesn't favor the Empire.
Clearly.
That's right.
Okay.
Carry on.
Continues rolling. Past the workshops, you come to a series of fighting pits, where here you see the warriors of the Colicoid Hive, 6 to 7 feet tall, exchanging blows with each other. They quickly roll to move and navigate around each other, popping out and slicing before resuming the roll before even landing on the ground.
Can we make bets on who's gonna win?
Some continue to wear that flexible plating as armor, and you see that in some of their fighting, they stand on those 4 legs and use the front 2 to stab, while the short ones, some of them even have like blasters that they'll shoot at from engaged range. And you see some of them
They seem pretty formidable.
That's
Or they
sick.
seem like.
they seem pretty capable.
Do I see
Yeah,
any of
man.
them using like blade weapons?
It seems like, if anything, they use their legs, and when they use their hands, you see some of them reach in to those pouches, if you're really paying attention, and will toss out what looks like sand. And it just gets in the colicoids
Okay.
and turn back, and it stops, and the other ones will roll around.
Sand, huh?
Sand.
Gets everywhere.
Such a
I
nuisance.
don't like sand.
Here, however, as you cross the fighting pits, and at the end, you see quickly your path gets cut off by a fast-moving, rolling colicoid. As this one stands tall, stands about a little over 7 feet tall, the tallest warrior you've seen.
Wow.
He's a Bigfoot.
Ref unfurls. This colicoid almost twice the size of him. The flexible plating looks different than the others, a little bit more elaborate, a little bit denser. And he looks down and speaks in basic. Why have you brought outsiders here? And Ref says, they have given something of great value. I am upholding a bargain. None should see what lies inside the Hive. And Ref says, I have reason to believe they are friends. And the larger colicoid leans forward towards all of you on the tray. Perhaps. But I wonder if their information is as useful as the lengths they would go to fill our warriors' bellies.
Not me. He's talking about you.
Even you. I don't mind the fur.
They like the fur too.
And he motions to his pouch. We have plenty of acid to dissolve it.
Oh, that's what that is. I open up my chicken fingers.
I start eating. They're very cold by now. And
Lost their crispiness.
Ref steps forward in front of this figure and kind of like, not between you guys, but clearly putting himself in the way, and says, what they have done will be of interest to the Queen, Ugol. You should step aside.
His name's Oogle?
His brother's
Google.
Wow. We're really making up for Mod's problems
Got a
tonight.
cousin named Bugle.
Yeah, that's right. Cousin named Bugle. And Oogle says,
Is he frugal?
thank you guys.
He's like, I got a bargain on this sand. Great deal.
You try coming up with names that don't sound like any other words.
That's amazing.
Oogle says, you're on your last legs, ref. Maybe after this, you'll fill my belly instead.
Damn, man.
Oh, they're
And he
cannibals.
folds down and follows alongside your tray as you
I think he
roll
likes
past the fighting pits. The environment you're brought to does not feel like a cave. As you're approaching, the tunnel grows wider and taller, and you see up ahead light. Not the sort of dim orange light that was lighting the cave up to this point, the Hive, as you've seen it. The many smaller tunnels where collocoids roll down to join the rest of this huge effort. Here, the light is bright and white, similar to sunshine. And it is verdant and green, and you see beautiful tropical plants and even clear water in front of you, unmuddied, undirtied by the typical grime of this cave.
Jimmy Buffett's planet.
Most of the warriors that have been following you, the large group behind, has slowed at this point. And it seems like different ones slow at different points until all that you are left with are Oogle and Ref and two new collocoids who are standing at the entrance to this area, who when they see Oogle and Ref fall down and join you. A small escort of 4 collocoids with you. Onto an island that has been built inside this cave. The water shallow, they just roll across it, your tray floating you just above it, a little bit of splashing from Oogle's large rolling form. And when you reach a small clearing with palm trees and gorgeous large fronds, they both unfurl. Before you, you see a large assortment of small creatures. There are worms and little fish, all set out in bowls, barely flapping and staying alive. A veritable cornucopia of living delights. And eating them all stands a massive figure. The collocoid queen, about 11 feet tall. Similar in form to all the collocoids you've seen, the single difference being between her huge 4 legs, a large stinger that extends underneath her.
She's lovely.
Eating, gross. No care for appearance or the standard sort of elegance you might expect in another noble culture.
I think you should respect her culture
Here
more
among
and
the
not call her gross,
collocoids,
Jeremy.
this is how they do.
Yeah.
Ref and Oogle have both unfurled at this point and move forward, both lowering a little bit, hunching down in front of the queen. My queen, you have guests, Oogle says. And Ref, I have returned from Abhian, my queen, from the shipyards above. And the queen looks. And you bring off-worlders with you. Ref says, yes, these off-worlders helped take care of the inventory droid, brought something to my attention that gave me the opportunity, and he kind of passes and glances at all of you, to see to it personally that the droid was taken care of. I have done as you have asked. And the queen looks and says, "And what have you promised them in return for their information?" "A feast?" She smiles.
I don't think we're hungry.
"They spoke a name that I have heard you speak, Queen Kalos Val." And the queen stops eating at this point, as she'd been filling her mouth between statements, and looks at all of you, dumping some worms back into a bowl with interest. "Kalos Val, do you speak two-leggers?"
Yeah.
We were promised information on how to find Kalos Val. And we were told that you could do that for us.
Kalos Val causes problems for the Empire. We wish to cause problems for the Empire. And that is why we seek out Kalos Val.
Indeed. Kalos, well, was never a fan of the Empire. That much is true.
What do you mean by was?
He goes by Hex now.
I've heard. We go back a long ways. He and I.
Is he alive still?
I find it hard to believe that man would die so easily.
And I'm gonna name that the planet we came from. What's the name of that one again over there?
That was Centauri's, but it was the shipyard.
Ship.
The ship,
It was a satellite
Sorry.
station.
You name the satellite?
I'll mention the satellite. I'll mention the guy who was working there, which Raf also knew.
How do you mention it? What do you say about it?
That we've been on Kalos Val's trail, and our information brought us there, which led us here to meet the acquaintance of Raf.
And we've done nothing
and we
but
proved
assist.
ourselves to we're mutual enemies of the Empire, and we did a task for your friend Raf. We aided him in his goal, getting rid of the droid. Wink at Raf. And we just want looking for information.
Why don't you all give me a perception check?
And I also try to sense what's going on in this thing's mind.
If you want to do that instead of this, you're welcome
What's
to.
the difficulty?
One sec.
Instead. Yeah, I'll do it instead.
Okay. It's going to be 4 difficulty to try to get a read on the queen's mind. For you, it's all going to be 3.
It's a perception check.
Three
Perception
difficulty?
check with the force die. Yep.
Oh, that was going to be a bad decision.
Goodness gracious.
I failed big.
I got an advantage, that's it.
1 advantage.
2 fails, 2 advantage.
2 fails, 2 advantage.
Si, senor.
Mara, did you get
Claire?
through for us?
I got,
Not looking good.
I can't see past the worms.
1 threat.
1 threat. Okay.
I got 1 fail, 2 light side.
Son of a gun.
So you unfortunately...
What
you
is
can
that?
use the light sight to
That's
sense
what-
emotions, but you don't really get a great read on her beyond that.
Do I heal strain?
You feel a lot of gratitude
Interesting.
in the queen.
Okay.
Pardon? What'd you say?
I only had an advantage, I didn't know what to do with it. So I
Yeah.
said, do I get a strain back?
You can get a strain back. Yeah, sure. The environment's nice enough. You roll to advantage. If you'd like to recover some strain, you can as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm
You-
strain free.
You, Mora, take 1 strain as
Perfect.
you rolled a
Great
threat,
timing.
and you notice that colloquoid warrior Ugol. His attention is clearly focused on the 4 of you, and there are the 2 kind of colloquoid honor guard that are a little further behind. They haven't come up all the way, but they're just kind of keeping guard.
Queen, do you have a restroom here?
No.
She just relieves herself in front of you.
We'll do it after.
Did we get the queen's name or it's just queen?
She hasn't
Gotcha.
said anything about that yet.
My queen, we're simply looking for information, or more specifically, a location for Hex. We have something that used to belong to him that only he can deal with.
It sounds like you have been rather diligent in your search, she says, as she looks towards you after your mention of the satellite. And what is this so important object?
It is a datachron.
We didn't bring it with us, right?
I don't think
No.
so.
You wouldn't have brought it with you?
No,
don't
but we
think
don't
so,
have it.
no.
Oh, we would have a picture.
Elway has it.
We would have a picture of it.
Generally.
Oh, I
Like a
thought
hollow.
Elway-
Could have brought it
We'd
with
show
you.
a hollow of it big. It looks like this. You know. Right? Or we'd call Elway, be like, Elway, show her a picture of it.
Okay.
And
We
put it-
Just don't
FaceTimed
want to say
Elway.
that you have it here.
we'll use
Like, it looks like this. We're not too familiar with
Yeah.
it. And this little holocron appears, and
She expresses some initial doubt when you say you have it, but when you call up Elway and have her show it, you see her expression, as much as you can tell. She kind of leans forward.
am I still tapped into her?
I'll say you feel a great sense of greed.
I can attribute the
Oh, greed.
force dice to her.
Yeah.
Greed.
I'll allow it because you have 2
Gratitude
force
to
points.
greed.
And she
Everybody wants this thing.
interesting. And you are looking for Kalos Val because you have not the capacity to open it up yourselves.
Yes.
Apparently no one does except for him.
That would not surprise me.
It belongs to him.
He is very talented.
Are you
Do you
still
have any idea where he might be?
I do.
and are you still in communication?
No. That time has passed. We are rather in isolation here, which is why it makes the breach of the sanctity of this place rather difficult for me to overlook. And at this she turns and looks at Ref.
Good.
We did you a really big favor by
She's mad at Raph, not us.
Yeah, we didn't want to be here. This is Ref's fault.
Is that what you say?
Yeah, we just want to know where
Ref.
Kalispell was. We didn't want to be at the Hive.
That's the problem with two-leggers, the
Ref.
Queen says. Loyalty is so fickle amongst you.
You gotta show respect to the royals.
Ref has been honorable, and we have reciprocated.
Mm. And Ugol at this point says, Queen Ista, this is ridiculous. They are outsiders.
So
We should flay them and add them to your banquet this instant.
How about we leave?
Yeah.
But after you tell us how we can get in touch with Kalos Val. We helped you.
Yeah, you seem like a
We
very
got a problem out of the way for you.
admirable person that we would like to think you would uphold a deal.
The galaxy is at war. Yes?
Yes.
It has been. For some time, Kalos Val, in his own way, was a great warrior. That attribute, more than any, is highly prized among my hive. The art of combat. And at this you see Ugol now salivating. The war may have ended for the galaxy at large, one that was fought perhaps before you were born. But our war continues. We prepare to fight. And if I am to send you to Kalos Val's side, then I will know that you are warriors worthy of his company.
She's gonna want
So-
us to prove it.
Challenge accepted.
You say that,
That's
and she
awesome.
makes a motion with a hand, and you see the two Colicoid honor guard behind you reach into a separate pouch, and they grab what looks to be a
Sand.
data pad of some kind, and they press on the data pad, and the two of them fold and roll away, and as they roll out of sight, you see rolling in 3 Droidekas. And now that you see them, you realize that they are clearly modeled off of the Colicoids as they unfold the technological element rolling in the same exact way, the shield projectors coming to life. in a small stretch of the open island just beyond the Queen's banquet.
You're saying they're like a sparring partner, fake droid of
The way the
Galaxy.
battle droids almost look like Geonosians with their faces, these are modeled.
You remember the rolling droids? Yeah, those are Droidekas.
Shield
Now that
droids.
you're seeing
They're
them
like
side by side, it
Yeah.
looks like they were clearly designed based off the physiology of these aliens.
Gotcha.
Or that these aliens were the ones that created them.
Whoa, that's sick.
Weren't they, though, Geonosian?
Were they?
Dun dun dun.
And as the droids prime themselves to fight, and Oogle and Ref step aside, a small impromptu arena made for you to test your skills.
So it's 4 of us versus 3 of those droids.
We're going to
Great.
take
This is
a
gonna be
very
sick.
early intermission.
Perfect.
Okay.
Because I was about to ask Queenista, I can't battle without going to the bathroom.
Right. Everyone knows you can't battle on a full
Yeah.
bladder. So.
Bruce Lee never fought.
We'll be
on a
back
full
in
back- on a full
15, 20 minutes max. Thank you guys for bearing with us, and we'll get back with the arena fight on the other side.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Guys, I pulled.
fun.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for bearing with us through the intermission. I know a lot of news dropped during it, but for now, we're going to get back to Abhian.
Everything else in the world is canceled,
Except
but not
this.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
of
we're still
Crap.
here
Gag
for
Wars.
you. Exactly. The Colicoid Hive nest that you are here, the little tropical paradise that they've built inside this cave, glowing with the light of an artificial sun that hangs up above to illuminate a beautiful tropical layout with our party facing off against three
No,
Droidekas. Each of
Oh,
these
this is
are
so sick.
representative
Oh,
of
no,
Droidekas.
bird.
Sorry, you don't want me to get chomped up. I got that droid.
No bird this time. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for the bird.
Well, he can always come in.
Well,
It's like the Phoenix in Harry Potter.
yeah,
That's right.
he's keeping LOA company while Tinks is with you guys.
The writers of Rogue.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative coming up.
You can choose cool or vigilance, and there's no difficulty.
You know what your boy's rolling,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm so cool.
I'm gonna go.
I have a question, Jim. If these were your options,
Three greens or one green and one yellow.
are those offset?
I'd probably go for those.
More dice
Yeah.
is a better
Yeah,
pool.
The
because
odds of
more
this are
dice
better?
more dice is a better pool right now, especially since you want more successes.
Sweet, delicious.
The most important
hell,
thing is
dude.
number of successes
Bang bang.
for initiative.
What do you know about 4 success, 1 advantage?
Wow. I know that's
What do you know about
That's a-
4 success, no advantage?
Wow.
For success, one advantage.
Oh, successful
Guys.
and advantageous.
Oh! 4 success, 1 advantage.
Are you serious?
I'm not.
Team 4 success.
Wow.
We're the fearsome
I
foursome.
thought for sure I was like 1 success.
Is that our
Guys,
team
what
name?
the
We should
hell?
just figure out what our team
The
name
fearsome foursome.
We should argue
Yeah.
what our team name is the whole season.
We're the fearsome foursome.
We should have started 6 episodes ago.
I'll go with the worst name ever. That's cool with me.
The fearsome foursome.
Yeah, we're the fearsome
We're,
foursome.
that was only
Yeah.
eligible today.
Yeah,
Only
that's
for
why.
only
That's
today.
why we
It's
come
for
up with
one
the
day
name.
only. The Fearsome Foursome presents.
We were the
Battle of the
fantastic.
Colicoid
Five.
That doesn't
Hive.
represent your bird.
That's not a.
That's right.
That's
Shrikak's
yeah.
not about.
It's not a character.
No.
Shrikak's not about.
I'm honest.
Guys, the
Whoa.
Droidekas have unfurled at medium range from you. The 3 of them
should get into formation.
staring at you. Mora,
Yeah.
technically all of you guys go before them, so take your turns however you want to. If people want to shoot before you engage,
Let's
or
set up like a
whatever-
strategy here.
whatever the desire is.
Yeah,
Should-
Mr. Battle Strategist and Lady Bounty Hunter. What would you
I'll
like?
put
Where
forth.
would you like it?
I'm best.
Are
at
there
range.
shields
Yeah.
up?
Shields are up.
So
And Tink
We're gonna
has a
need
shield
probably
as well,
get
correct?
shields.
Is she a Tink? Is she a shield?
Tink
droid?
can shield a person.
I'm best at range.
She'll be shielding me.
you might want to get a shot off and then engage, so it's harder for them to hit you. And then I'm just going to race up to the one closest to me here.
Alice's gonna range
Yeah.
these.
Tell
I'm
you
also
what.
gonna throw this out for you guys. I have all of those arrows. So if
Range?
there's something that can.
No, I point out to the one on my side. If you want to hit it before I get to it,
Yeah.
weaken it, and then I'll go right for it.
I'm gonna make you guys
would
an
be
offer
better in
because
a-
you guys all rolled so well and you
Yeah.
all beat them by a nice margin. I'm gonna say if you want, you can have acted as soon as they sprung up. If you want to flip a destiny point before their shields went up,
Oh,
Okay.
amazing.
All right. Well, if
Yes.
that's the
so they
case,
immediately
that's sick.
unfurl, and in
Because
the
of
second
how well we
before
were.
their ships, yeah, you guys.
Okay,
I'd
then
love
I
to
am
rip
going
a
to
shot.
immediately run up to the.
Do you want to shoot first?
No, because the shields are down, and I'm better with melee.
Man,
Cool. I'll
Then
rip
do
a
what you're
shot.
better with.
Yeah.
Dude.
So then I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna.
Do you want Taylor to take the first move and range him first, and then you run?
I can
up?
immediately shoot.
Yeah,
it.
that's what he should unload on.
He's got that bow.
To be honest as well, I need
should
another
shoot-
yellow.
You should have all your equipment at this point.
And also
like in the
focus
warehouse. So whatever, explosive.
And then he's already jacked up.
Since I'm not even moving, I'm gonna aim. as
Okay,
well.
so you're going first.
Yep,
All right,
at
so
range,
we've
which
got
is fine.
you doing
Alright.
first. You're not going to move. You're using your maneuver to aim.
Yep.
Okay, great.
What is the?
Are you using one of your arrowheads?
I'm not going to yet because there's no armor. There's no armor up yet. I have anti-armor bow.
They still have their normal armor. They're still
Yeah,
very
use-
durable.
use
They
it.
just don't
You
have their
gotta use
shield.
it. You
So
can't
it's
take 'em
easier to
with you.
hit them, but it's still just as hard to hurt them as it is normally.
Tax him, bro.
Will I have a chance to buy arrows again before?
Anytime you're in a place, or if you guys want to take a second, go back
Worth
to
it?
Centauri's.
Anytime we're in a town,
we
you
can
can
stop
buy
by
more.
Centaurus to get some on the
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
Great.
Aim for the middle one.
So should I use the anti-armor one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or Ion can disable droids.
that's a good one.
Hello, I love the
That one's better?
ion.
You
I don't know
split
what
that.
it does.
Can disable droids
If it's
without.
just gonna do stun damage, then it's probably not the best.
It can disable droids without permanent damage or burn out non-sentient powered equipment, damaging sensors, blasters, or vibroblades.
That's
Look at the
not good.
stats over the part that you drew over.
You really had to point that
Yeah.
out. Huh?
That's so much.
Just in case you can't see it on camera.
Oh hell, that has a 10 damage.
So you want to look at, for the ion, if you're looking at that, you see what the specials are on the end.
Sunder.
Okay, so that will break equipment.
That's it.
That's
Ion.
it. Okay. Okay.
It ain't bad, bro.
Cool. I'll use that.
I ain't
Right.
mad
That
at
could
you.
get it killed. That's 10 damage.
I ain't mad at you, bro. Do your
Is it
thing.
10 stun damage or 10 damage?
Jeremy. says
Whatever
just-
it says on there. If it
says
doesn't say
10
stun
damage,
damage, it's
yeah.
10 damage.
10, do it.
But if it's ion, it would essentially only work against a droid.
Okay, I get
The
it. So
shit
do
out
it.
of 'em.
Perfect.
Do it now.
Fire the eye.
Is it what, 2 purple, Jeremy? Is that what I'm rolling against?
They're at medium range from you, so it's going to be 2 purple. That's it. They haven't. Yeah, they haven't put their shield yet. And you're attacking which one? The middle one?
Holy hell.
Which one are you attacking?
Which one are you shooting at, Taylor?
I'm attacking. Which one would you guys like me
The
to
middle
have
one.
just
Just
destroy?
in
Middle
case
one.
The one in the
Okay.
middle.
Good debris.
Middle one? Yeah, middle's good.
Direction.
That's 4 success and an advantage.
So add 4 success to the amount of
14.
damage. 14 damage.
That thing is blown out the water.
Bro,
Yeah.
you did work.
That was solid.
Wait, did you crit or does it not?
Yeah,
crit?
so ion only deals damage against a droid.
Oh, it crits on
strain.
3.
Right, so you need 3 more advantage.
Oh, it's
3
advantage.
advantages.
Sorry.
total.
It only does damage against the strain.
But most it's for a droid it's the same. Like for most figures outside of like big characters like you, strain and wounds are the same thing.
Oh.
So,
I
I'm
see.
affecting his health no matter
No,
what.
yeah.
So 14 damage.
Yeah.
You throw one of these arrowheads
Hell yeah,
into
dude.
your bow. The first time you've actually used one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw back as the energy
In our
line.
day.
Yeah, right. The energy line pulls, and you fire. The Droideka, the shield forming around as it's slowly going. You, the arrowhead, just piercing through the middle.
Yeah.
And a discharge of ion, racking it. What would have disabled a lesser droid does not fully disable this droid.
But he still sundered
14
the shit
getting-
out of its weapons.
Sunder needs advantages to activate.
Dude, are you
You
kidding
needed
me?
2 advantages to
It's
activate
alright,
Sunder.
dude. You know I'm rolling like a gangster today.
Alright, hell yeah.
It seems like these Droidekas might prove to be a bit of a challenge.
Maybe.
Who wants to go next?
Me.
Okay.
Oh, that pencil.
Can
Yes.
I just run in and do like a leaping attack down on that middle droid?
Sure. So it's going to be 2 strain if you want to get there and also attack because it's 2 maneuvers.
Okay.
Go from medium to short and then short to engaged. As you run up, Rick Blade and Stealth Vibro Blade,
Yep.
Vibro Knife.
You're gonna Rick roll it?
Oh, and I think that I get things.
It's never gonna give.
I get a negative this
Never
guy
gonna get
from
that
all,
shield.
from all combat checks.
Okay, well, that's important to
roll
remember.
around.
Yep, but does
That's
it matter
important.
right now?
That's important to remember when their shields will go up. So just make sure you keep that in mind. For now, you don't have any setbacks.
All right.
So it's going to be 2 difficulty.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
And if you're going to dual wield, you increase it by 1. I feel like it's been a while since we've done some combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're good. We're all good talkers. We're smart. We're diplomatic.
Yeah, we had some gambling,
Not enough.
a couple ball kicks.
Do I get
Couple-
to aim
yeah,
with
there
that?
was violence.
Do I get to aim with that? I
No,
was
because
going-
you spent both your maneuvers to
Okay, that
run
makes
up.
sense.
Didn't I yell?
And are you
focus,
dual
though?
wielding?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all 3. Perfect.
Pretty sure I yelled, calm yourself and focus, and that's worth an advantage.
What is ×1 accurate +1?
That means that you can add a boost to that roll.
Oh,
Girl!
nice.
And don't forget you have a dodge when it's his turn and you can dodge crap, okay?
And what does
yeah.
+2 to initiative checks and weapon is drawn mean?
If you had your weapons out, and it doesn't,
Okay,
you would have
that's fine.
had more on
Whatever,
your
I'm
initiative.
going.
But at
It
this
doesn't
point,
matter.
we already did those rolls.
Let her rip.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, technically it would have been a maneuver
Not a
to draw your
single
weapons,
failure.
but
I
Wow.
had 1, 2,
a lot of spill
3,
damage.
4, 5,
Droideka is about to be
6, 7.
Droideka.
7 success.
I had 7 success and 2 threats.
okay.
What? How?
Oh,
How much damage is that? 7 plus.
Oh, 7
Plus your Rick Blade, right?
2 plus 1.
No. You don't add both weapons.
Oh,
You-
7 plus 2 But I also had
So it's
superior
so
and vicious +1.
superior automatically gives you an advantage.
Okay.
So that means you only had one threat.
Oh, okay.
So
great.
go ahead and take one strain for that. And then the +2 means you add your brawn. So what is your brawn?
Big.
4.
4.
So 4 + 2 is 6.
Okay.
Plus 7 is 13 damage.
Oh, this thing's got to be dead.
And
It's
vicious.
dead,
A
bro.
14
You
and a
cut
13?
into it with the Rick Blade.
Uh-huh.
The armor is tough, and it absorbs a good amount of the blow. You still cut deep. Your Rick Blade just slicing through.
What
Droideka's
is-
still standing.
Holy shit, man.
What the
That's 27. So these things,
Hold on, what?
so they're way stronger than we are.
Remember, they have soak as well.
They're
not just
way
raw damage.
They've got
stronger.
little bits
And
of-
their shields aren't even up
Bro.
yet.
Yeah, what?
Do you guys have a thermal D?
Yes.
So they tell me.
Was
Okay.
waiting for you to ask, actually,
Who
Kyle.
wants to go next?
Do you want to go?
I can shoot with the blaster, yeah.
Go for it.
It's technically a maneuver to draw your weapons. I'd
Okay.
forgotten that on your turn, but it's okay.
Ting.
Oh, really?
It would have been one for you as well.
I'll aim
but
for the.
I missed it, so.
I'll aim for the strain.
Okay, so
now
it's
it's
2
already
strain to
drawn.
aim.
Hey.
I'll be reasonable.
The bow is almost always
My water.
behind
it's right
the
here.
computer.
Thanks.
I just breathed on it a little bit.
And I'm aiming at the nearly dead one.
Okay, it's going to be tougher because now she's engaged with it, so there's a risk of hitting.
I'm not
Nora.
aiming at the nearly dead one.
Okay.
I'll be engaging with the one opposite Phobin.
Okay.
Because I have a clear line of sight on
The
it.
one on the right, no problem.
And I'm rolling against 2 or 3?
You're rolling against 2 difficulty,
2.
and you're aiming for the 2 strain,
Hi.
and that's it. They don't have their shields up. And we'll say on your turn, Tinks goes as well, and Tinks activates to protect you.
Thank you.
Oh,
I got a triumph,
nice.
a failure, and that is all.
Okay.
An ultimate
Whoa.
triumph.
You shoot?
And a failure.
And unfortunately, you're missing. You're not quite hitting the droid.
Are you sure? Because it was
However,
a triumph.
with a triumph, I'm going to say that as you're hitting, and it's like stalking forward, not moving, and getting that shield up, you shoot, and you hit the shield generator on the droid, and the
Nice.
shield generator shorts out. This one will
Nice.
not have shields up.
Okay, okay.
Nice.
We can
That's
take
better.
that.
Is it better to go melee on one's with or without shields? I don't know.
It's better to just take that one out probably at this point, right?
The middle one.
finish that one so
If
that-
you
Go
can,
for the middle one?
If
Yeah.
you can finish.
Just so it can't even get a shot off.
You're for sure finishing him now.
All you.
All right, I will.
We should
I will spend
Yeah.
So it's a maneuver to draw your weapon.
so hard. Okay, I'm out of
And
breath. And now I'm gonna run.
That's one maneuver gets you into short range. So that's 2 maneuvers. That's the
Like-
max you can take.
I can't.
I have an anti-armor one too.
I did it wrong on her turn.
What?
So I'm in short range.
You're at short range.
And what's the difficulty of shooting him at short?
1 difficulty. So if you wanted, you could have just drawn a different weapon.
I would have drawn.
Yeah, that's totally
If I
cool.
knew,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
know how
Go
far.
shoot
it
So
in that.
one
Of course.
difficulty,
So you're
and
drawing your blaster pistol.
yeah.
Okay. And you're
um,
shooting at the one that Mora's engaged with, or the one that Freddy damaged.
I think the one that
Wait, were we doing different ones? I was
Yes,
doing the
'cause
middle
I-
one.
it's
I
harder to
wanna
shoot it
hit
with.
you.
She's engaged with it.
Gotcha.
It's going to be 1 red instead of 1 blue.
No, I'm gonna shoot at the open guy.
Okay.
then, I guess. Or
Sounds
should
good.
I just shoot at the? You know, I'll shoot at the one she's engaged with.
Okay.
Got this.
And that's your full maneuvers.
Trust your instinct.
Can I dodge?
Did you? So you shot at this?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have
Another
2
tough
skills
fight.
in dodge.
You know what? Sure, I'll
That's a
allow
good
it.
point.
If you want to take 2 strain, you can avoid upgrading.
Okay.
So she's going to dodge,
So that goes
Can
back
I
to
say that
purple.
I'm
That's
that I
sick.
Yeah,
roll
that
in
is cool.
between them
but
and
it's
I'm
once per round, right?
okay? Yeah.
So I'll
yeah.
aim at this. I'll aim
Can't
at.
do
That
it
means
again
if he
this
attacks
round.
though, you can't.
I'm
dodge.
still aiming at the same one.
Right?
No, it doesn't say
It just
when,
says as an incidental when targeted.
when targeted
Oh,
in
nice.
combat may perform a dodge.
Perfect.
You're not technically being targeted, but I'll
But-
allow it.
Thanks.
In
I'll allow
range.
it.
For
Yeah,
strain,
that's
you gotta
sick.
take a
You took
little
the
I
two
did
strain.
it.
strain?
I did it. I got my strain.
As you dodge roll as Phobin starts to
this.
shoot with his blaster pistol.
I don't like the way this laid out.
Yeah.
Droideka's turning to you.
It's about to be 2 Droidekas.
Okay.
But also,
Phobin is sitting duck in the. Oh, you
Okay.
blanked the purple. That's good.
That's 2 success, 2 advantage.
Nice.
So
How much damage is
on a
that?
blaster,
Dead.
it does
He's got it.
7
He's
damage.
7 total.
So 9.
The blaster bullets ricochet harmlessly off the armor.
Are you kidding me? Wait, no, he doesn't have armor.
It does. It's its natural plating. It doesn't have a shield up. But 7 is not enough to get through Droideka's armor.
Oh,
Damn it, man.
What are we fighting?
You're going to have to get that blade out quick.
With all 4 of you having gone, it is now the Droideka's turn.
Oh, good God. I had focus.
They didn't
You
really-
shoot
No,
the
just
one
me.
that Mora dodged out of the way of. You hear it say,
Oh, jeez.
evaluating target. Its shield goes up, and it turns and is going to try to shoot you, Mora. It's a lot harder for it to shoot from engaged,
Yeah.
and it can't move.
Okay.
It seems like it's now, when you see the shield go up, its legs almost clamp out.
So the shield generator didn't fully disable it.
This one's shield generator is disabled. The middle one
Oh,
is
you
not.
shot the one on the right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because he didn't want to
smart.
risk hitting
Smart.
Mora. Okay.
Lucky.
I'm gonna dodge again.
We'll upgrade the difficulty accordingly. Do you have any armor? Or, I know you have soak, but do you have armor?
I
about
have
to get
padded
wrecked.
armor.
No, we're not.
What is your defense on it? It should be on the front page, if you have any.
I don't think it.
Mine's on this page. Do you have this
So you
on?
don't have.
I don't.
I don't think
You
you
have
have
padded
any.
armor, right?
Yeah.
Padded
It's
armor.
a soak of 2.
It doesn't provide any defense though.
We have to get you some armor.
Yeah, it had no defense.
Okay, but I have a defensive 1 on my vibro sword.
Okay.
You're holding that.
Defensive
Yeah.
is only it's melee defense. So
Right.
this is
Oh.
technically a ranged attack, even though it's up close. It makes it a lot harder.
Okay.
So you're not blocking blaster bullets with your sword. So it uses a maneuver to activate its shield, and then it will shoot.
I'm going to send Tink to protect whichever one of you.
Mora,
Uh-oh.
you definitely dodge out of the way.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Too close inside of its range as it shoots you, and you put yourself right in the middle. The bolts going right by your sides as you turn and make yourself as thin as possible, singeing a little bit of the edge of your armor.
Go, girl.
Okay. The one with its shield destroyed, disabled, says, reevaluating enemy threat levels. And you see as the blasters at the end of its arms begin to whir. It is going to use its fire sweep.
I think it probably should take this turn to keep reevaluating.
Fire sweep. Can I dodge again?
That's got to be its aim.
Once it reevaluates, then on its next
It doesn't
turn,
seem
it's
to be
gonna
targeting
probably
you. It seems to be targeting this direction.
Oh, it's like a cone of cold.
Probably not.
Oh, really? So it can just shoot. You've got to be kidding me.
I have a ranged defensive 1.
Definitely didn't hit me.
Yeah, me neither. I am a matador.
Okay.
So Aura took 0.
As it blasts, you see that the blast is not super accurate.
That's what I like to hear, Jeremy.
However, it does successfully hit, and you see as it shoots all 3 of you.
You've got to be.
Did I mention I have a ranged defense?
Each of you take 12 damage, pierce 1.
So I have a
What
soak of
about
7, so I'm
Tiggs?
taking
6 wounds.
That guy's a
What about
dick.
Tiggs?
Tinks did not do enough to help you
What?
avoid the blast.
Wait, 5
But
damage?
she has a shield.
It has a shield. And
What's
it
your
just kind
soak?
It didn't
It went
react.
through the
It
shield.
I have a soak of
like
5.
puts the shield when you get
No, you
shot,
took-
and it didn't react
7
quick enough to
damage.
put the shield down.
Okay, so I took
12, right?
12.
Pierce
12
1.
pierce 1.
does
So
that
whatever
mean?
your soak is,
Okay.
you take your soak, you subtract 1 because of the pierce,
Oh, I'm about to die, guys.
and then you take
okay.
8.
Oh, no,
In the face!
I just took 8 on
Wait,
one
isn't
shot.
Tanks our new medic droid?
No.
Yo,
This
I'm
is
about
a
to die.
Combat droid now.
Wait, what are these things, dude?
Death machines.
Do they have another round, or can we go? Is it our turn?
The last one on the left is yet to go.
I have a question before we go, unfortunately. I have a defense of +1,
Okay.
so what would that do?
Oh, you have a defensive plus
I have
1?
a defensive +1, range 2.
Ranged.
I have range 1.
It because this is a special ability, it does not count for the broad targeting, but it will count for the specific shot.
I don't think I would do that.
Like when you're that's when you're
Oh, I
targeted,
see. So
as
if it's
opposed
like
to a
an
broad.
area of effect,
That's
I-
right.
I
It
don't have
doesn't
a
do the same thing.
spray.
Exactly.
Nice.
So unfortunately, it doesn't help you with this.
The +1 doesn't help.
It would help if you were targeted with a ranged attack, but in
Okay.
this case, this was a wide ability
So
essentially.
with the soak,
Yo, you and I are about to die.
the soak takes away 3 from it, so I'm taking 9.
You could jam a stim pack.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna be.
And I'd flipped for its roll, by the way.
Jeremy, am I taking 9
Oh.
damage? Is that what we're saying? My
Make it
soak is
extra
3.
brutal.
Yeah.
Because it was
I can't
he's
hear you.
affecting 3
Sorry, guys.
players.
1 second.
You said I took 12 plus 1.
yes,
My soak
essentially.
is 3, so I'm just trying to figure out what.
So
how much
essentially,
damage
it's
it is.
13 minus 3. So
13
10.
minus. Okay, cool.
Brought.
Okay.
Thank you.
The last one on the right is going to try to do the same thing.
Oh my god.
How can
Should we-
it also
yeah.
get me and them?
That's what I don't
Is it,
understand.
is it maneuvering?
Do you guys want to flip?
Yeah, we should flip.
You mean the one on the left? right?
Otherwise, I'm gonna
Yes,
die.
this one.
Yeah.
The one on the right just went.
Yeah, if we need to flip.
Do we mind flipping? Because I'm close to.
So this one uses a maneuver to turn up its shield. Can't aim, and we'll try to shoot.
But
Okay,
am I
and you
in
guys
the spray?
I'll
upgraded.
give you a stim pack.
Am I in
Cool.
the
I
spray?
have 2.
Okay,
I
use
got
it.
it.
How,
Use it.
where's this? Show me his arc.
Yeah.
I see it.
How is it covering all of that?
Boy, it's
I'm
you, not
protecting.
me.
I'm protecting all right.
What was that? Why did you do that?
It's a miss.
Thank God.
God.
It would have hit you.
He
Now.
Yeah,
sprays and
well,
hits
I'm
his
in front
own
of you.
friend.
Just barely, it's a miss, guys. As the shots this time, one doing it and going and hitting all of you, you all wisen up as the other one primes and you all duck out of the way.
Yeah.
The shot's going super wide. However, I'm going to say you guys each take 2 strain from the dodging. The 3 of you, not you, because you're not in there.
Jeremy. Behind them.
Outside of combat, how does a stem pack work exactly?
You take it and you regain 5 wounds. And the next time you use it, you only recover 4.
Takes an action though, right? Or can you take
maneuver.
it as a
Self for a maneuver. I use self for a maneuver, action for the other person.
So I can do that and still shoot.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's how I like to do it.
Oh, I like this ruling.
That makes
Just because
sense.
it's quick. It's like a EpiPen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay. Top of the round. Who would like to go?
Should I do that because I have?
Do the damage.
All
first.
4 of you will go.
We're
before
gonna go
these
before them, so it doesn't really matter.
So I had a
let-
7 damage because it was a 12, right?
You have 8 damage.
So I had a set. Oh, you're right. I was like, why was there 8?
Let her go. Well, maybe you don't have to do that.
I'm gonna shoot again at that middle guy, and hope to destroy him.
You had a pretty good weapon to do that,
Moira's still engaged.
but she's
Oh,
on the
she-
other side.
She's on
Still
the
engaged though, technically. Unless
Why
wants
don't
to
you go
dodge.
for
The guy with his shield down on the right.
And I'm gonna go engage with that guy.
Okay.
Well,
who's
he doesn't
going
have
first?
armor. Oh, he has his own armor.
Yes.
He has his soak still.
But you have your anti-armor.
Do your anti-armor.
And breach. Is
Breach is like Pierce 10, so it ignores 10 soak.
good. Let's go. Let's go.
Get him.
That's like when you take those things, you bust down
Yeah.
someone's door, and you're like, "We see you with the
Yeah.
cocaine."
Yeah.
Should I-
It's a high caliber bullet.
Should I use the stem pack or should I just aim on this?
You could
You could do both.
See what
You could take
happens,
2
and then
straight.
do the stim pack before your turn is over.
Yeah.
It's a maneuver, and you can take 2 maneuvers if you take 2 straight.
Oh, yeah. Let's aim. Okay.
So you're gonna shoot first.
Yeah.
So you take aim at the one on the right with the damage shield.
Yes, sir.
Bam,
Anti-armor.
Yes, sir.
bam.
Okay. So just so you know, the way it works is the qualities. So what are the qualities on the anti-armor?
Breach.
Okay.
Limited ammo.
Okay. So those are fine. Some qualities require advantages to activate, like Sunder. Those activate automatically.
Breach this.
Breach because it's just if you
Fuck
hit,
outta
it does
Let's
10 pierce.
go.
So you guys, you have 1, but
Cool.
you're good. Yep. Go for it.
You got
Oh yeah, that one
2.
has no shields,
Yep.
so you're good.
Damn, slammed him.
Slam.
Holy success.
Come on.
That's when you really
5
mean the hit.
success
Oh yeah.
and 1
6, 6. Oh, no, 5. Yeah.
5 success and 2 disadvantage. Let's
Okay.
go.
Go ahead and give me the total damage. So
14 damage.
pierce 10, breach 1.
Let's go.
Okay.
This
Pierce-
is a big boom.
That's a 24.
You fire, and you see a lot of the plating here just shred.
That's gotta
as
ruin one
you
of his
shoot,
shots.
and the arrowhead blasts into shrapnel as
Yes,
it gets close
it does.
and
Yeah.
tears off much of its armor plating. The droid reevaluating and turns towards you.
Towards who? Him?
Towards you. It is still up.
Okay, well, so since I have that maneuver still, I'm going to take 2 strain to definitely
2
stick with
strain,
it.
stim pack. So just keep track that you have 1 stim pack used.
Because next time you use one, you
It
can
only gets
gain
4 back. And it resets at
Diminishing
the end
returns.
of. It resets
Gotcha.
after you've slept.
Gotcha, and I'm down to
Okay,
1
so that's
stim.
the
Or
first
you
of you to
hooked
go.
up with someone.
Next
know.
person.
Yeah.
I'll go on the one he just did.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let's
engage.
kill
I pull
these
out my. I'll just drop my blaster, so I'm not trying to tuck it away safely.
Sure.
I'll
So,
just pull out the
One
sword.
maneuver.
So that's 1 maneuver free.
Yep. 1 maneuver to engage. So
Can
that's your
I-
2 maneuvers.
Wait, 1 maneuver, 2 maneuver, and can I can't aim them.
This is crazy.
But I can chop them up.
You can act. You can take your action to
Alright.
attack.
And slash.
You see as the shield
slash.
generator is just fizzing as it's frantically trying to get
What's the
its shield up,
difficulty,
but it's
2?
been destroyed already. Difficulty is just 2.
Come on, man.
Come
I need some
on.
droid sushi.
That thing's got to be close to dead as well.
Can I engage with him like on this side?
Sure.
You want him to shoot at us?
No, but I also don't want.
He doesn't wanna get
Why
hit.
have 3 people in a cone?
I agree.
Better not to. She's on the other side. You guys spread out, and then you can't get hit by a cone. Get that shit one out of here.
Come on.
Oh, that is 1 success, 1 advantage. That is 6 damage, pierce 2.
Death.
Oh, nice.
6 damage pierce 2 is not enough to cut through its soak.
But he's chopping at the armor that's blasted off. He's going straight at the circuitry.
I do not understand.
He's for sure going for. He's not going for the parts that are armored. He's going for the parts that got blasted off.
Unfortunately, it still seems durable enough that is not quite enough to take it out.
That's unreal.
So we're just gonna have to engage and distract them until you hit them with the big shit.
Yeah. My shots have been 24 and 14. I
2
need
have
to keep
gone.
that
2
up.
more have yet to go.
Claire, you want to go first or last?
Claire can kill this one.
The middle one is
Yeah.
Dunzos. If you hit him, he has to
We can
die.
get him. I would maybe not use the thing you're thinking.
Okay.
I think that's an expensive option. Oh, I will use a. Oh, I can't.
You've used both
Okay,
maneuvers
so I'm
already.
close. I can aim, right? Can I aim right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And I am gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna attack this guy right
Dual
here.
wielding and everything.
Dual
Okay.
wielding.
This is how it's done.
It now has its shield up, so you're rolling 2 difficulty. However, it becomes 1 red, 1 purple, and 2 black, 2 setbacks.
What?
Okay, well,
What is the queen doing?
I
right
think you can remove
Watching.
setbacks. with
yeah, I
some
think I
shield.
can.
Think she's smiling.
I get to
Oogle as well. If you turn back to look, you notice that Oogle is looking very fixatedly at the 2 melee fighters. His eyes glancing between Mora and Phobin.
Okay, I think I get to
Muscle.
remove 1 disadvantage from all combat checks.
Okay, so 1 setback removed.
Nice.
Okay, and then I have a 1 times accurate +1.
So that adds a boost for you.
Okay, and then I have minus -2 from initiative checks or +2 from initiative.
We're past initiative.
Damn it. Okay. All right. What
So
is
go ahead and
superior?
build
What does
the
superior mean?
that when at the end of the roll you automatically add an advantage. You know how Eloy she has the extra success and advantage
Okay.
that she adds? You get to add 1 advantage. So just make sure you
So
keep
no
that in
matter
mind.
what you roll, you get an advantage at the end of it, an extra one.
But go ahead and
Come
the
on,
rest
you
of your
got
pool.
this, fool. Roll with confidence.
What a pool.
You got this.
Yeah, kill this thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Did it do it? Did it do it?
I don't think I did.
How many total success? Why are there so many blank ones that don't work? Oh no.
We're screwed.
Never give up.
Oh, I'm not giving up.
Never surrender.
he's just looking at his arsenal of arrowheads.
I either really messed it up or I'm a total wash.
Well, which is it?
I think I'm a total wash.
Okay.
That's a wash. Was that
Well,
your
I know,
pool?
and then I pulled these 2 out. I think it's a wash.
Okay.
And
So
you get 1 advantage.
you-
Don't forget to
Oh,
add an
and 1
advantage.
advantage.
And 1 advantage. You can regain 1 strain with that as you try to push some distance
Strain is
away.
fine.
You see as it's trying to like move forward on you and get even closer and close the gap, and you're actually fending it off. But that shield, like it's actually causing you a little bit of problems as you're impacting it, and you're just not able to cut in and through it. Your strikes aren't landing heavy enough.
Freddy still got it, yeah.
Okay.
I was so close. I was like humping its leg. I'm trying to be in its shield
I see.
if it ever gets it.
Yeah.
All right. Orak is gonna haul ass over here
Yeah. Nice.
That's what we do it.
with
Nice.
Battle Tinks, and
Okay.
I'd like to aim with a second for the 2 strain for a second maneuver. And then with my blaster, I will shoot at. It's half distance to Mara. That's medium distance?
Medium, but more is still considered engaged.
Or
So
it's
it
the
would be a
one that's
7.
closest?
This guy.
They're all at medium.
This guy closest to us hasn't had a shot at him.
Correct.
right?
He still hasn't been impacted.
Yeah, I'm just
The
worried
other
about
two have
damage.
taken damage.
Yeah, the one on the right is
Let
looking
me
very
move
rough.
my guy back.
Its
Yeah.
armor is
You
still...
could shoot, then move.
Yeah, the guy.
Protecting
This guy down here also doesn't have a shield up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot first. I just don't know if I can do damage to him. Maybe I go at him with my
What do you
claws. I have a blaster pistol, which you've shot twice, and we haven't done damage
I
with it.
did once, and a sword. Neither did damage.
Should I try to jump on his back and claw him? Use my claws?
Probably gonna do less damage. Try with the blaster. Hopefully you get a positive roll and it spills over.
All right, I'm shooting first.
You have a
Okay.
heavy
Ask him
blaster or a
quick.
regular blaster?
I have one blaster pistol. It's a
Can I
regular
toss him
blaster.
a
Can
gun?
we gotta get you a
Yo, I have a heavy blaster.
It'll be a
pistol.
maneuver on your turn next time it comes around.
We gotta get you a heavy.
Yo, I'm gonna toss
Okay.
you a better gun.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
we gotta
see
hook
what
him up with
happens.
a modified heavy blaster.
So,
Damage
know.
7.
Yeah.
So you know, you're rolling against 1 purple, 1 red because Phobin's engaged
Okay.
currently.
Even though
And-
he's on the back side of it.
Yeah, even though.
Okay.
And, because you're like moving and he's trying to turn and grab him off guard. I'm going to give you a boost as Tinks, now with his combat upgrade, primes up to fire with you.
Okay.
And if you're aiming, I don't
I will aim and then shoot,
Okay.
and I will save my second maneuver for stim pack.
Okay.
No, I got a stim pack.
Yeah, smart.
As you and Tinks fire together,
Oh no.
Trash.
how many advantages?
A lot.
That's important.
Trace.
Strength recovery and passing advantages.
Three advantage.
So 3 advantages allows you to either pass along an upgrade, or you can pass along a boost and recover 1 strain.
I'll pass a boost and recover a strain.
Okay.
Dang it. Brutal roll.
Unfortunately, a difficult round as the Droidekas, their shields
We're about
protecting
to
them, their
rock.
natural
He will
armor
save it.
I don't like it.
protecting them. The Droideka on the left takes the aim at you,
Oh, God.
Orok.
Let him fire.
Did you stem back?
Do you have dodge?
So you took the 2 strain to snip back, right?
I did, yeah. Let me give me a little bit of help. This could be bad, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, this next round has to be everything.
I know. I'm in the same boat.
Tough rolls. Tough roll for the GM too, I
Wait,
think.
no, is that a 9?
That's a 9 with the 5. I was down to 4.
Oh, you go up.
Just took a step. Yeah, I go up, you go down.
Gotcha.
The Droideka shoots,
Yeah.
and you see the end spell before your eyes as Tinks' shield blocks the impact.
Oh, wow.
And you see Tinks start to spark as it's
Oh,
taking some
sorry.
damage.
We could lose Tinks.
We might. I'd rather lose her than me.
Lose. Thanks.
Okay. The 2 that you are both engaged with up close, you see them as their weapons lower and their legs, in the same way you saw the collocoids fighting in the pits, raise up to stab at you.
Oh, good. I have melee defense of 3.
I have, yeah, I have
Fantastical. Now
melee
Did I mention it's
defensive
3?
2 dodge.
3 black.
Okay, guys, 1 second. 4.
Roll your dice.
Roll your best.
I'm gonna steal a green from you.
Let me steal
Coming in.
your
Don't
best.
touch my die.
Actually, you're right. I won't touch it. I'll just flip.
Why would you do
guys.
that?
No, you didn't.
Snapdragon.
What is that? Can you see what the pool looks like right now?
3-2.
You have 1 defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And you
2
have dodge.
dodges. 2 dodges.
You can
I'm
do
level
that.
2 dodge.
You have
Whatever
it
that
twice?
means. I have it twice.
Okay, so you can take.
happens with dodge?
That's
You take strain for both.
That's sick.
So you take
Okay.
2 strain.
No greater than ranks in dodge.
Right. So you have 2 ranks, so I can upgrade twice.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Dang, girl.
So I upgrade the difficulty twice.
Dang.
I need to be dodging shit.
I'm an
Big
assassin.
pool back there.
Dodge.
It's a lot of dice, guys.
The queen's doing that. Off to the side.
All of a sudden we hear.
Mora. You parry the first attack. You parry the second attack, but it catches your hand, and your stealth vibro knife goes clattering out of your hand.
Stupid.
You got one weapon left.
I do.
Okay.
I'll flip again.
What? Guys.
Sorry, now we can flip a lot.
You can flip.
Yeah, we gotta flip every time
You have
now.
3, right? 3 melee
3
defense,
melee defense.
but no upgrades, right?
Oh, so you didn't take any damage then?
No.
That's-
Coronavirus.
5. Oh wow,
Is that a good oh wow?
that's a bad oh wow.
No! wow.
About a wow.
for you.
Oy.
1, 2, 3. That is 7 damage. And
Soak
you are-
7.
Okay, so it doesn't get through your armor either, as the leg impacts and the plate of the reinforced, now superior plates of your commander armor absorb the impact, demonstrating its true value back in the Clone Wars, as the impact does hit you and it knocks you down. But fortunately, you do not take any damage, as the Colloquoid's or the Droideka's sharp
Way about
leg
this character
does
is
not
he's
stab you.
defensive first.
Wow.
There you go.
Now I'm
Soak of
gonna
7.
There you go, and that's
All
their
right,
turn.
we're
Back to the
shooting.
top. Who's
We're
going
shooting.
next?
I'm gonna take this.
He's not
boost that-
technically considered engaged right now, by the way, because
Should
he's
I
down.
wipe that thing out?
Yeah, mama.
I'm gonna
He's taking the advantage I give it.
aim at that thing as well.
You passed along an upgrade or a boost. Did you recover one
An
strike?
I recovered 1 strain, so
Got it.
whatever came with the strain, I
So
think it was a
upgrade.
strain.
It was a boost.
You
per
might
power.
want to go. I don't know.
No, I think I'm just gonna use my regular arrow.
Okay, regular
Because-
energy bow.
Yeah, because he
Okay.
doesn't. That way I can use the other ones. I only have 3 other special ones.
Okay.
This one still does a damage of 9.
Base damage 9. Okay.
That's pretty good. We just have to drop one of these guys.
It has no shield, 2 difficulty.
Yeah.
We've spread our damage.
No, that's not how that You're like, oh, it was a good
I mean,
result.
dude,
I don't
how
pick
is
it
that
up
not?
now.
That's a roll, technically.
It really wanted to be that.
Yeah, that I don't understand how that works,
Rolls,
Jeremy.
intentionality play a big part.
Yeah, let's go.
You're good, baby.
Let's go home. Pack the bus.
How much damage?
And I think I crit on a.
Tell him.
Oh, sorry. 3 success, 3 advantage.
3, and you crit on a 3? So
Damn it, I should have used one of those.
that's 12 damage, right?
Yeah, 12 damage.
Oh, but
12
its soak
damage
is 14.
is precisely what you needed to destroy it. As a single energy bow racks it, as now you on the ground, the leg about to come down, as it's racked with energy, you see Aleph grinning. The Droideka
And
falls.
I look over to the queen and I wink at her.
That's your 3 advantage. You can pass along your 3 advantage, or you can recover some
Pass it
strain
on.
if
Pass
you
it
want.
on. We need
I'll
it.
pass along. I do have a lot of strain, but that's fine.
Don't worry about it now.
oh,
Pass along
okay.
to drop people. Because you're
Okay,
top of the
that's
round.
an
That's an
upgrade.
upgrade, yeah.
Who wants to go
Pass.
next?
You want to pass to her?
Someone take an upgrade. Yeah.
I'll take an upgrade. Yeah, I'll take an upgrade.
you.
Should
drop
I
this guy.
switch to, because I'm close to both of them, is one of them better?
This one's the only other damaged one.
Your safest
The one
place,
I'm with?
honestly, is to be engaged in between them, so they
Okay.
both are disadvantaged.
You're good now.
Then
Trish.
I'm gonna just attack him again with my Rick Blade.
So are you okay? You're staying in engaged range,
Yes.
and you're using your Rick Blade. You
Yes.
can't dual wield unless you want to use your maneuver to pick up your vibrate.
No, it's okay. I'll just
And you
I'll
have a-
aim.
And she has a full upgrade.
Yeah.
I'll aim. Yeah, and I have
So put your pool together,
Gather your dice.
and then you get 1 extra upgrade because of Aleph's covering fire.
So you
As the
turn
Droideka turns
Yeah.
a little distracted
Perfect. That's
by
awesome.
the major threat it's seen
I have
to its
good
little
feelings
squad.
about this.
And they're nervous Shrakok may show up. That's
Yeah.
always a threat.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that's
keep
really the
searching the
biggest
sky.
fear
That's
that
the
these
biggest. All droids
that these
fear
brainless
space
killing
hawks.
droids have
right.
is that a hawk is going to show up.
They're programmed to fear the space hawk.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Is it
there with you.
Desert
in
Hawk
spirit.
or a space hawk?
It's
Which one
and
is
it's going to be 1 red, 1 purple, and 2 setback.
but one
Space
setback.
Space
You did not pick up
Shrakok.
your vibro blade, so you do not have that -1 that it gives
No,
you.
that's on my
Oh,
Rick
that's on the
Blade.
Rick?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yay, yay.
The Rick roll.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought the Rick is the one that gave you the free boost.
Never
The
gonna
Rick
roast
gives
you
me it gives me at the end an accurate +1, and it also gives me a -1 from because it has a custom grip, so -1 from walk command.
Perfect.
So
Wait,
this
did
is-
you get the accurate +1? How's
Yeah,
that work?
that's the extra.
Yeah, that's at the
oh,
end.
that's cool.
That's your roll.
Should I flip since he's so like Captain Flips a lot?
If you want Captain Flipsies,
What's your pool?
But it's against that.
it's up to
She
you.
could flip to downgrade, right?
No, not if there's only one. Usually I don't.
We've
What do
got
y'all think?
3.
Should I just do it?
I feel like you got it.
You're not gonna flip.
Oh, yeah, maybe flip, because he'll flip.
I'll flip.
Yeah, yeah. So one of those green.
Now one
greens
more
goes
point for
yellow.
me.
This is a good pool. This guy, we should drop this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's really low as well.
All right, what's it looking
It looked
like?
pretty good, but I
A
couldn't see
scent of
him.
Yeah,
vibes.
it looks very good.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't see them.
It looked good, I just couldn't see all of them. The red's
Bullshit. You got nothing.
Come on, Claire. Tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
Yeah, one.
One success, 2 advantages.
Okay. How much do you need to crit on the Rick Blade?
On the Rick Blade. 3. Oh, but I also get another advantage, so I just
Oh,
critted on
that's a
3,
crit.
and I have 2 lethal blows.
So that adds 20. So go ahead and roll a crit for me.
Oh, yeah. So you roll
And you add 20 to whatever
Dud.
you roll.
me
So you want to, it's like a D100.
So it's a what?
It's a D100. So when you roll them, the leftmost becomes the tens digit.
You're just gonna add up the
Yeah.
numbers on it.
60.
Plus 20.
What's a
Plus,
0?
so
So that's a
that's
80.
6.
You got him.
It's a 6 or a 60?
It's a 6 and a 0. 6.
Yeah, so 60. Yeah.
Plus 80. Yeah.
So plus 20 brings it to
Wow.
80, which is pretty good. That's overpowered. You immediately make another attack with the same pool that you just used. So wait, first tell me the damage. You had 2 successes?
I had, yes, 2 successes.
So how much damage is that?
3 advantage.
So it's 6
6
plus 2 is 8.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
No, 6 is your weapons damage.
Oh,
4 plus
my
2,
maneuver, I
right?
can-
That's
I
6.
still have an extra
And then you had 2 successes, so that goes to
toss you a
8.
weapon.
Okay.
Do you have any pierce?
Here's 2 vicious ones.
Pierce 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Check.
Oh, and
No, because I'm using my
Oh,
right
that
click.
one.
Oh.
Sorry.
But I do have vicious 1.
that would have added 10 more.
Oh, great. So 90.
But I'll let you choose. It's either going to
Don't ever
increase the
hit me
difficulty
with
of its skill chechecks, or you can choose to take the overpowered
I'll
and do
take-
another attack.
Oh, overpowered.
Okay. You notice as you cut in, you do a little bit of damage. How much? You only did 8 total, right? Because you didn't have pierce actually.
Right.
6 plus 2.
Okay.
8. So unfortunately, that's not enough to cut into its armor. What? But you can go ahead and make another roll. Try to roll better.
What does superior mean?
Superior is that 1 extra advantage, and it reduces the crit by
Oh, then
1.
what did accurate plus 1 mean?
Accurate gives you a boost.
Oh, okay.
That is crazy. So 8 doesn't cut through its.
Yeah, superior increases the base damage by 1. Rick Blade. So that plus 2,
You killed me.
that plus 2 should be a plus 3 now,
Okay.
just so you know. So you do 1 damage to this thing, actually, because the Rick Blade is sharp enough. But go ahead and put the same pool that you just used. That's why sometimes you might want to keep the dice pool separate.
Sorry.
It's
It's
like
okay.
divinations to,
Okay.
and you flip, so she gets.
And you still get to use the bonus from the flip because it's the
Yeah.
same
there's
exact
an
pool.
upgrade.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome.
And it now has a crit on it
That's mega.
Yeah.
as well.
And then it's a
It is like
purple, a black,
divination
and a
trying
red,
to breed
yeah.
the pool
And
of,
one black.
of this games.
Don't you have something that takes away a setback? Oh, you already did.
She
Take away a
did,
setback.
yeah.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Perfect.
I'm so nervous.
Come on, champ.
Yeah, you got this.
This was it. So this is my accurate, and I also had a boost.
From aiming, everything stays the same.
Yeah, you
Alright.
got this.
And didn't nope.
Yeah,
that-
You don't
that-
even have
already
to
have
roll the one that auto successes. Just put it on the auto success if that's what it is.
Oh, and a triumph.
Oh, I feel bad for this guy.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right. So I have a triumph, 2 success, and 4 advantages.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So if you want,
And you crit.
you can crit again.
And I crit. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have anything else you'd want to use your advantages on? For example, with a triumph, I would allow you to, like, if you want to cut through its weapons or something like that.
Okay.
Like it's
I definitely want to
Thanks.
cut through its weapon.
So that would be your triumph, and then you could use the 4 advantage to still crit, since you crit on a 3.
I would like to do that too.
So you had 3 successes technically with the triumph. So it's 9 damage, right? 3 plus 4, 7. So 10 damage.
Okay.
10 damage total. Okay. As you now cut again, this one just in as bad a state as the other one was now, and then you can go ahead and roll your crit, and now you're adding 40 to the roll. You had 20 from your lethal blows, 10 from vicious, and 10 from the previous crit.
Jam.
49.
That's 99. Crippled. One of the target's limbs is crippled until healed or replaced.
And she already hurt.
And you've already cut off its
Weapons.
weapons.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
So now it can't
So,
use its mandible things
You cut
to
off
stab at you.
one of its, like, you cut the gun off the arm, essentially, off one piece,
See ya.
and then there's still the other one. Do you cut the other one, or do you want to go for one of the legs?
Leg.
So you cut one of the weapons off, and then you go straight down that same size and cripple the leg cutting the servos that control it and the wiring, and that one just now falls. It's still functioning, but it's on the ground, not nearly as effective as it
doing
was
But still something we have to
before.
take out, right? It still has one
Great.
gun?
Yeah, we still have to take
It still
it out.
has one gun.
It shoots up in the air.
Who's gone so far? Two of you?
I would like to add before he goes, with my maneuver, because I still have another maneuver, I'm going to toss him the
heavy blaster. Can he do that?
Because remember, didn't you say there's
Didn't you use your maneuver to aim?
I used a maneuver to aim. Didn't you say there's two?
You could if you take 2 strain. I'll allow it, but generally do it on your turn.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
I
okay.
said it before. And
You
I
did say it before.
Take the
Go
strain.
ahead and take 2 strain. He tosses you. Heavy blaster, you drop the other one and just catch it. Great. Which one are you taking aim at?
Is it my, or do you want to go?
Go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you got a heavy blaster, now do it.
I was thinking about maybe doing something weird.
Do weird.
I was thinking about hollering at the queen. You want to go first?
Sure.
Should I take my strain back and hold the gun?
Should
Well,
I go
don't
for
know.
the-
Well, let's.
Should I go for the one on the ground?
Yeah, because you're
Put
close
it out
to
of here?
anyways.
So
And
it's a
you still
maneuver to
pick it
get
up.
up,
Okay.
a maneuver to move over to it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now he's on the ground. His pants are down.
That's
He's
gotta be
drunk.
Correct.
He looks like
pants
he's
are
like
around his
he
ankles.
looks
I
like
don't
he's the
remember.
subject
I'll
of a
give
cops
you get a
episode.
boost for attacking him while he's on the ground.
Okay, so how difficult?
His shield's still up.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
2 red.
2 red?
No. No. 1 red,
He's down and way jacked.
1 purple, and 2 setback.
2 setback?
Yeah. That's its normal upgrade with the shield up.
Do you have any skills to take setbacks away?
I'm gonna flip.
There's
Okay.
one.
That's the only thing I can do. But I have no more maneuvers left to aim or anything, right? Unless I strain.
You have no more maneuvers left to aim, or no, because you've used 1 to get up, 1 to move.
You got it, though. He's real compromised. Oh, no.
No, that go away. Then that goes away. And that is 1 failure, 3 advantage.
1 failure, 3
Another
advantage. Standing on top of it, you slam your sword down, trying to cut into it. You struggle to cut away with the energy shield, still protecting it even when it's on the ground. You and Mora cutting away at it with 3 advantage, given the fact that it's already been crippled and all that. If you want, you can short out its shield, as you guys just kind of overload it.
I'll short out his shield.
Okay, and the shield generator on its side overcharges, and the shield falls.
Yeah, you can kill it next.
Yep.
Warlock,
Christ.
I want to call out to the queen.
what do you say?
I say,
Are you not entertained?
I say, my queen, the numbers are no longer in your favor, and this fight can get bored quickly. Let us assist you, and let us be allies in this. Surely you've been entertained enough. That's what I say to the queen.
Yeah.
Give me a negotiation check.
Okay.
She's gonna send out Oogle to fight us next.
It's going to be 4 difficulty. I'm giving you a boost for each of the droidekas you guys have already taken down. So you get 2.
That's right.
Very fair.
Very, very fair.
Okay.
And you're also appealing to her
Her royalness.
somewhat emotionally. So if you want, you could use charm. I don't know which is better for you, but charm or negotiation I would allow in this instance.
No, it's going to be negotiation. I'm a little better with that. Okay, and if I fail, I have my emergency out plan right there. Okay.
As Orok turns to look at the queen, having just caught a blaster.
One advantage.
1 advantage.
No.
Are you going to do anything else with your turn?
I would like to.
Her head tilts as she's heard you.
Shoot.
She hasn't done anything just yet.
I would like to. I would like to use my second chance skill and re-roll 2 of my dice, please. My positive results.
Okay. Well, you should have kept the pool up.
Well, they weren't.
Was everything else
successes.
canceled out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
It was just this
Oh,
and
I
a failure
see.
is basically what I had. So I'd like to re-roll
And
through my
a failure.
threes. Yes, and
Okay,
a failure.
got it. So there's still one failure on the table.
So I canceled out that
So
failure
it's a wash with 3 advantage.
and 3 advantage.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I would like to get the hell out of the way from those droids and move my ass over here.
Was that your action, Freddie? What you just said?
I'm guessing this is going to be my action right here.
That's your maneuver.
That's my maneuver. My action.
I would have allowed that to essentially be like an incidental. You just kind of yelled out.
As you're doing
So you can
So
still
do I
I
still
would
have
still
an
allow
action?
you to shoot, but that would somewhat invalidate your words as well.
I'll
to
hit
you.
myself with another stim pack.
Okay, great. And that'll
I'll
be your
take
turn.
4. Okay.
Nice. Keep track of how many you're using.
Yep, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, at least that gets me back to here. So when I get smashed on, I'm not dead.
The main droideka that's still standing turns, facing you, and begins to ready to fire.
And he shits himself.
And I say, you sure you want to do that, hermano?
Whose turn is
I
it?
don't get why the queen wants
Droideka's
to
turn.
lose her droids.
They got a lot of them, bro. Remember when we were driving in?
Okay.
Please don't hit me.
They said no, no.
The droid begins to fire, and then the queen holds up a hand.
Oh!
Now you must make out with my droid. And then it does the whole thing that she does with the electronic thing. He's like,
Oh, God.
You have proven capable.
Well, at least 3 of you have. Okay, 2.
And then you hear her click as her eyes gaze past you and past the battlefield currently, and you see coming around a large spider droid.
Ew.
no.
I can't put it. Can
I
you put
got
it
you.
over by the grass there? And as she does, the 2 colloquids that are rolling with it stop. And the droid begins. It doesn't, yeah.
This is crazy. No, it's sick.
Oh, yeah. It's just a little lopsided.
I don't like it.
And the droid begins to march back
What do you mean?
away and out
Away
of
from
sight.
us?
As she's held up a hand
Was
and
it supposed
sent
to
it
join the fight?
back.
Is that what you're implying?
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
The queen starts to click continuously. Those colloquoid royal guard that you saw
Yeah.
press, and one of them comes to recover this broken droid. The other one recovers this droid, and the other one, the last remaining standing one, marches off, joining
His ego shattered.
his brother.
It's a rowboat.
He goes home and he's like, I'm such a bad.
He's having his ego reprogrammed later.
Jeremy, were you saying that this was here the whole time?
It was
Her clicking
coming
made it
on its
walk away?
way, and
Gotcha.
as she raised her hand to
Oh, I
stop,
see.
Gotcha.
she sent it
So
off.
you were really trying to mess with us.
However, I'm not yet fully satisfied.
Why don't you just take a chance on us? Why are you trying to wear us down? Just use us.
The Hive takes no chances.
We don't either.
Could I?
Then you will not mind the next portion of this challenge. One for you personally, warrior who wears the armor of the Jedi.
Oh, shit.
And Ugal steps forward.
God.
Clear the field.
I'm gonna just pick up my little stealth knife before I leave.
totally.
Great.
And as Ugo's walking, I jam a stim pack.
You want me to throw you one? I got a lot.
He sees you do this. Tend to your friends' wounds. Long have
5
I
left,
heard of the skills of the Jedi.
I'm about to learn today.
And this is the first you're hearing of Phobin being addressed in this way.
Wait, what? Our buddy's a Jedi?
They make great burgers.
The colloquoid have their own
They're dinosaurs.
ways. The colloquoid have their own ways of fighting. Back during the Clone Wars, to stand against the Jedi warriors, these were built. Boom. And stepping out from behind the queen, deeper in the recesses of this brush, I'm going to use this.
I have a question. Since that's the end of a combat, can I recover strength?
Yes, you can all roll cool or discipline.
Oh,
cool.
Cool or discipline, no
Oh, boy.
difficulty, and you recover strain equal to successes. And stepping out of the brush, a Magna Guard holding an
No.
electro staff.
Perfect. Wait,
Steps
successes
forward.
you said?
Yeah.
3. Oh, I had that old ability where I could
4
recover.
successes. Come on, champ. Come
That was
on.
very helpful, the old ability.
Okay.
Take that all day.
You've got a heavy blaster pistol on you as well.
Gracias.
The Magna Guard, a tall droid that looks like a skeleton of a human, holding a staff that brims with electricity on either end. Its eyes red and covered by cloth as it stares at you. Readying in position. Oogle standing not too far from it.
Are they both fighting me?
No. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Oogle, for now, hasn't made any moves and is just looking at the droid. Have you made your preparations? Draw your lightsaber. There is no need to hide. I see you for what you are.
Who's saying that?
Oogle.
Oogle? He's saying he sees me for what I am. I don't have a lightsaber, Oogle. Just this sword.
Then surely you must fight well. And he turns to the Magna Guard. Take him. Vroom. Go ahead and roll vigilance or cool for initiative.
You got this, son.
I immediately pull up a sign that says, "Let's go, Phoban."
You start betting with the queen. What do you think? Magna Guard.
Yeah,
Phoban?
that's right.
Around here.
2 success.
Okay. You get to go first.
What? Okay.
Let it rip.
Let us ask the pieces.
Does it have any shields up?
The Magna Guard doesn't seem to have any sort of shield system like,
And what is it?
but it is moving
What's the
its
defense?
electro staff rather quickly. Are you moving up to engage it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's a maneuver to get it engaged.
Okay.
Are you just making a normal melee attack, or are you aiming?
I'd like to aim.
Okay, you're rolling against 1 red and 1 purple because it's adversary 1, so 2 difficulty, 1 upgrade,
Okay.
and then 1 setback for its defense.
Do you have anything that takes setbacks away? Any skills?
No, but I have flips.
Boom.
I'm not gonna let you do that. I love to ride the pool.
Wait, he has every single one now?
He does, but he can only
He
flip
only
one at a
has
time.
one,
Which means I can flip right back. So might as well start the process of flipping.
You gotta let
Why
this
would I-
one
why would I
rip.
not?
You gotta let this one rip. Grip it.
Yes.
I already see a success.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah, sorry, Magna. Someone's gonna send a letter to your mama.
Oh, shit. The Magna Mama.
So I have
27
1 disadvantage for success.
Wow.
That's
So go ahead, take a strain.
9
Okay,
damage, pierce 2.
9 damage, pierce 2. Nice job.
Wow.
Plus the strain for the second maneuver, too.
Got it.
Something
the strength
in
is-
you-
Do I have 2 maneuvers? I
2
engaged
maneuvers you take
and aimed.
So that's 2 strain to do that second
Right.
maneuver.
Okay, so then I'm done.
So you've taken 3 strain total. 1 for
Yep.
the threat and 2 for that.
I was at 12.
Something in you clicks into gear as this thing starts to move towards you with its electro staff.
And I'm gonna say
you
really tight
quickly
to it.
sink your blade straight into
I'm not letting. I know it
its
has this
machine.
range with its stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm staying
Cutting
as tight
close
as I
to
can.
its guard. You see Oogle immediately surprised as you actually cut into its armor and do some damage. Now it is the Magna Guard's
3
turn.
melee defense.
3 melee defense. Nicely done, sir.
Can we heckle the Magna?
Of course you can heckle.
You ain't shit. Your mama was Rosie from the Jetsons.
Oh,
Queenista, can I get one of those worms?
mom was Rosie from the Jets.
That's how you get on a droid's nerves, man. You
Yeah.
gotta hit them where it hurts. Talk about their droid mamas.
You were an extra in Short Circuit.
That's right. You lost out to Johnny Five on that audition.
You take 8 damage
Damn, son.
as
got a nice
it
soak.
knocks into you.
You mean 1 damage?
1 wound. As it knocks into you, and as it knocks into you, it knocks you past its tight guard, and then the electro staff swings, and the other side comes and hits, and you take 8 again.
No.
Oh, what?
But it's supposed
It's still every time it applies to soak.
Okay. Oh, it's 2 attacks, and I have 1.
If it triggers. Go ahead and make your.
Let's go, folks.
Well, I flip.
The flip wars.
Now I aim.
Okay. That's
And so it's
that's
the
only your
same-
one maneuver. Yeah.
Same pool.
And now you take no strain. Now you just whip ass.
Let it rip.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's 2 success and 1 strain. So that's 7 damage, pierce 2.
Okay. This time you don't cut quite as deeply. And you see as the electro staff now, a setting on it changes. And the glow around the staff is a little bit different as it seems to be gauging you and trying to get
But I could.
approach you accurately.
Try to roll
I'll keep flipping, I guess.
When can I use my enhance, like to roll out of the way or athletics or stuff? I
If
wanted
you'd
tap
like
into my
to.
force thing.
Yeah, if you'd like to, I would say I would allow that as a maneuver in this sort of instance.
Could I use that as my maneuver? Like I have an extra maneuver because I didn't. I was already engaged. So could I activate it?
Maybe next turn.
Okay.
I already
Okay.
rolled all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cancels that. That's 1, 2, 3. This time, it takes a much straighter attack,
You get
and with
three-
this
three
new glow
defense on
already
it?
added,
Okay.
it just jabs straight at you. The impact hitting your chest, electricity coursing through you. You take 13 damage, and everything that goes through your soak goes to your strain.
Got electrocuted, dog. Took that taser.
To your strain.
So 13 damage. That's 6 comes through.
Not to your wounds,
None of it.
to your strain.
All of it goes.
All
to
of
my
it goes to your strain.
And there's no way to recover strain in combat.
Advantages.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
My turn. Well, my robotic friend.
At what point do we help them at?
Let's
Can we
go
be
again.
covering strain just watching?
Everyone's just
We
watching.
can't boost him in any way, or
You're cheering them on.
Now, what is this black one for?
Let's
This is
go.
its defense.
That's right.
And then this is just its standard.
That's its
thing.
adversary.
And I'm aiming.
And you're aiming,
again.
so you get.
Now I want to enhance.
Okay. Do you have the enhance ability that allows it for combat?
Well, here's what I have.
I think enhance just allows you for athletics, unless you get the later levels.
Any athletics check. So I'm just gonna have it in case I have to make one. I'm tapping into it.
Okay, but how are you doing? Like, what are you doing athletically?
I'm just wondering if I'm gonna tumble away to get out of its range. Is that athletics?
That would just be a maneuver technically. That wouldn't be athletics.
Okay.
It would just be a maneuver to get out of range.
Okay. I understand.
If you wanted to like
Nice blank on the right.
blade lock it and try to push it or something, that would be athletics. But
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 advantage,
okay,
but I miss.
4 advantage.
So I will. What can I do with 4 advantage?
4
Look at that
advantage.
strain.
I can do that, but
You
can I
could do that.
anything-
I would allow you to try to disarm it, and that would be, I would say, I'll make that like an athletics challenge, if you want, because it's pretty strong. It's got a good grip. It's a Magna guard, but I would say 4 advantage is enough that you can like catch it in a blow in an awkward place and try and disarm it.
And what kind of roll is that? Just a straight athletics?
Athletics contest
Athletics
against
contest.
it.
Sure.
Go for
Okay,
it.
go
dude.
for it.
This
yeah,
is arm
this is the
wrestling
Olympics,
now.
bro. Let's
You-
do
But it
it.
takes
Link-
all 4 to do that?
Yeah, but you're gonna get some advantages for it, and you can use 3.
Because if I
I would it's
roll
3,
negative,
so if you wanted to take 1 strain
I'll
back,
recover 1 strain because
Okay.
I'm like low.
You're stressed.
you're rolling against 3 red and 1 purple, and you're getting 1 boost.
3 red and
What is your
1 purple?
athletics?
Yep.
Oh, it's like
You're getting 1 boost because you're catching it off guard already,
in the force.
and you
Can I-
roll your
can I
force
borrow
for the
1 red?
enhance.
Thank you. So that's
Holy moly.
not great, but it
It
looks
is a very
rainbow
strong
colorful.
droid, very colorful. No flipping.
Hey,
That's correct,
You could
right?
definitely blank a couple of those reds.
Right? Is that what I'm rolling there?
I've seen crazy rolls come up
Yeah,
super
yeah.
favorable sometimes.
Exactly.
Never know what happens. Always down to the dice.
But I can't. Oh, because it's happening.
It's
Nice.
tapped out.
Oh, that's really great. Really great.
Really great.
I think. No, it's not. Oh, no, it is. It's really great.
Depends
It's
what you
back
tap
to really.
into.
It's back to really great.
Don't mess with my mind, man.
One success
Nice.
Oh,
with all
that.
And there was
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You disarmed it.
Dice card.
One success, one advantage.
okay. Is that with the point?
I'm just trying to.
Bravo, bravo.
That's not using the dark side.
Okay. Are you going to tap
I'm just
into it
gonna
for an
make
extra
sure.
success?
No.
No. Okay.
Um,
You see Phobin's anger
Subside.
clearly there,
yeah.
but takes a deep breath and then twirls the staff around, his blade winding under it, and then pulling it out as the electro staff goes sailing off.
Now for my maneuver,
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Kiss it.
block.
Block the path.
Oh, so it can't get to its weapon.
Totally. It
Loving it.
as you move in front of it, it takes martial arts position.
Oh, he don't got that.
He ain't Bruce Lee, man.
Yeah, what kind of martial arts has he been studying?
That's that
You
droid
still have
food.
3 melee defense.
3 melee D.
It's the
I mean, are we
matrix.
talking
It's all
judo?
programmed in there.
I don't want to do athletics again with that guy. Jesus.
Yeah, that guy's.
It's a droid.
3
man.
reds?
You just rolled the.
Shit.
Droid
Yeah, I got 4 successes, 4 advantages. I
That's
barely
crazy.
made it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
1, 2, that cancels that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, man. That's a hot roll.
Oh, jeez.
You take
Oh, jeez.
0.
8 damage,
No, I'm wrong. Okay.
In a.
and
Jiu-jitsu
how many crits do you have currently?
Oh, jeez.
0.
So now you have 1.
Durable
From a
minus
punch,
10
from
on
a
crits.
drug
Minus 10. Okay.
Durable, yeah.
Minus 10. Oh, pretty good. You cannot perform a free maneuver your next turn.
I just erased that.
So you took 1 damage, 1 wound rather,
Um,
and you are now distracted.
Wowee.
You take 1 severity, 1 crit.
wait, I have something. Hold on.
As
So we're all literally sitting.
you're all watching this duel.
Wait.
Oogle.
Ignore critical
salivating.
injuries on brawn or agility. Is that correct?
That's not. Those are heavier injuries, so that'll be great for the later ones.
Oh, that's heroic fortitude.
Yeah, this one's not quite
You cannot
as
perform a
bad.
free maneuver. So what does
Just
that mean?
next turn. You know the free maneuver that you get to do stuff? You don't get it for free anymore. You have to pay 2 strain
Oh,
next turn.
Costly.
It's a low crit, but now it's your turn. As you've moved in front of it, the Magna Guard, series of punches, getting
What's
through
its
your
defense
defense.
now that it doesn't have staff?
Now its defense is the same. It seems like it's the built-in armor that is
Oh, jeez.
contributing to defense,
So-
and not the
Oh,
electro
jeez.
staff.
But if I aim, that's going to cost me
2 strain, because you don't have a free maneuver this turn.
That sucks. That's what I've always had.
Focus, Phobin.
Should I risk it? And
Can you flip?
that's not worth it.
No.
It'll take 2 strain to do that, and he didn't flip, so you didn't flip, right?
I didn't flip.
Yeah, so the pool stayed.
Come on, Phobes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's success.
How much damage is it?
That is
1 million. You don't know?
1, so 6 damage, pierce 2.
That is not enough to get through its armor.
Oh.
As you cut, and it just clings
Oh.
off the guard that stands as its arm comes up to block your blade, catching it on the back, and then just slowly forcing it aside as it gets ready to punch. And you had how many threats?
There's 2, so that was
So
like
it's going
3,
to take
so I'm
a
down to
boost
1.
on its next attack. You're not down to 1.
Oh, it's not.
That's right.
Because yeah.
You rolled just 2 threats, but he's going to use it for a boost.
So I don't take strain.
No, not from that. And I'm going to
Oh.
take a flip.
Flip it.
I should have spent that 15 on my lightsaber skill.
That is another 7 damage.
So 0. Okay.
Your armor's nice too.
We can't let our friend die. I will knock a bow before he dies.
Me
I
too.
won't die.
I'll be sending Tinks in if you get
It seems
too
to
much.
be doing, like, you can see from the way that it's injuring him, clearly some sort of stunning damage,
wearing
more
him down.
so than it is trying to,
Wearing me down physically.
Kill or
But it's
injure.
not like it's not cutting me.
yeah.
You got him.
And you notice every once in a while Oogle, like, clicking proudly in front of his machine to the queen, and the queen just watching curiously.
Oogle's machine sucks.
You say that?
No, someone in the crowd said. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the crowd of 7 people.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. Disrespectful.
Go ahead.
I flip.
Okay.
And so now I'm swinging 3 yellows. And it's the same pool, correct?
Correct.
Not
But that's over.
destroyed on his ass.
Correct?
That's over. Yeah.
And now I'm going to aim.
Nice.
Kill him.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Finishing move. Oh!
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
that's
can't see the
a-
negative die.
3 of those. So those cancel. So it's 2 success, 1 disadvantage.
Go ahead
So
and take that as a strain.
That is a
7 damage.
7 damage per turn.
Okay, another point of damage. The Magna Guard is going to try to roll past you.
Oh, I have my maneuver still, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? You used 1 to aim already.
Can I stand on it or kick it away?
Sure.
I'll just
Which
kick
way are you kicking it?
Further into the bushes.
The shrubbery.
Okay.
I just
you
kick
see
it
make
backwards
to
and then
roll,
I- and then I-
you just kick it behind
And
you.
I back up further. Yeah.
Fair enough. It's going to make another
Jesus.
Attack you?
Always with the fists.
as it
3 defense.
continues to get ready. I'm rolling them every time, man.
3 defense, Jeremy.
Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot.
No worries. Play it fair.
Gotta play fair.
John 3:16.
Austin 316 says Bobin just whipped your candy ass. Oh, that was the Rock that said candy ass. Stone Cold just said ass.
Phobin,
Yeah.
you take a second crit.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of quit?
Folks.
-10 now.
I did count it. You are stunned.
What kind of stun?
Cook the Stone Cold Stunner.
Target is stunned until the end of their next turn.
Technically, that should say staggered.
So what does that mean?
You had 1 setback.
Dang.
I get another stunner.
Wait, what does that mean?
1 setback to your. Oh no, that's disoriented.
Oh.
It means you cannot take an action next turn,
What?
You're
But I can maneuver.
but you can maneuver.
Just run.
You can roll. You
Your
got a
turn.
combat roll. Bro.
As this time it punches you and it lands an uppercut. You see as Phobin accidentally leaves his guard open and the droid mechanical
Lets his chin
arms.
out.
Poof, like rock'em sock'em, knock'em sock'em,
Damn it.
whatever it's called.
Concentrate.
Speedwagon.
Rock'em sock'em robots.
Yeah, Red Wagon.
And this is not a critical injury to brawn or agility.
It is not.
What the fuck is heroic fortitude? Why
That's for the
20
really severe
20
crits. It's
freaking
for the really
experience points.
severe crits. What do you like to do? You can't take an action this turn.
How successfully did I kick that thing away? The weapon.
Pretty successfully, but if you wanted to dive in there, you're closer to it.
You know, dive into shrubs.
Or really kick it in
But
there.
I can move.
You can move. You can maneuver. So you can do whatever maneuver entails. Sheathing a weapon, picking
And
one
the
up.
staff is not affecting its defense.
It is not, but it is way more competent with it.
You grab the staff.
But, so
Hit it with its own
what are the
shit.
bushes like?
It's like tropical bushes. They're not like hyper dense, but it's a lot of just beautiful foliage.
So is it he can see his thing now, or is it?
He can see it a little further back. You can see it too, but it's
So
not
if I
as
maneuver,
easy
can
for
I
him to
kick
get
it
it.
further?
It would be a maneuver to get there and then a maneuver to kick it further. So at that point, you're just running away and kicking
Yeah,
the
I'm
staff
backing it up,
further.
and just kicking his thing away.
Okay.
Making this guy come after him desperately
As
for
to
it
me.
punches you and you knock back, you take a few more steps back and
Can't use it this
continue
round. I
to
can't
keep
attack.
the electro staff away. You see Phobin going into
And
the
I don't
bush.
know what skill that is.
The Magna Guard, as it sees you pull back, smiles. That's your turn, right?
That's all I can do.
For its turn, it takes a maneuver and rolls over here to where the Droideka's cut-off weapon was. It picks up the cut-off weapon that you cut off its arm, and it raises it to fire at you.
Wait, I thought she cut through the weapon.
She cut through
its
the
power
arm and
source?
disabled it.
How does powers on?
I'm gonna flip for it and say it still works.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
All right, I have
Even though I
range
super
defensive-
critted on that?
range defensive
You
one.
critted on the Droideka, and you cut off its weapon.
Range defensive one.
Range defensive 1. So I'm flipping to say that the weapon works, and I'm going to flip to upgrade.
I thought you can't double flip her.
Separate things, right? I'm not double flipping on the one roll.
Really? I could do that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. 2. as it shoots with the Droideka's weapon.
I thought you said they cleared their bodies out.
They cleared the bodies out. There were still the scraps and all that.
Oh man,
That's what flipping points are for. That's how you, when you guys remember your rebreather,
twice in a round.
you can
All right.
flip twice in a round. It just has to be, you can't flip twice on the same roll. You guys have done that plenty of times. When somebody flips on their turn, it's still the same round. That is
Oh, good.
A fail. A massive fail.
is not a fail. A third crit.
How
As
many
you take
crits can you have?
12 damage
I thought it was 3.
Jesus Christ.
from the weapon.
You're going to be in the back to tank for the rest
Minus
of your
10,
life.
but plus 10, so it comes out
Thank God we have
even.
one.
No, you have 20, right?
Wow.
You have 2 crits currently.
I'm
So
not
it's
gonna
plus
damn
20
bow.
minus 10, so it's just plus 10. 62,
Arrow.
slightly dazed. You are disoriented until the rest of the encounter. That means for everything you do, you add a
We
setback
may
now.
need to leave him here.
As it
We might have to rethink our name.
shoots you, as Oogle calls out and says,
The thoracic 3.
"Clearly you have lost. Drop your blade. Admit defeat."
Don't do it,
This is
Phobin.
Oogle the warrior who says that, calling out to you. "Look how your friend hides and cowers in the bush. He is no match for our droid technology. The Jedi are not what they once were.
Are you done monologuing?
Speak your words of surrender."
Okay, and I go engage the droid.
Yeah.
And you charge forward 1 maneuver, 2 maneuver to run up to him.
Yep.
Okay? 2 strain to do that.
Flip.
Okay?
Or 2 strain to do that. I can't do that.
It puts you at your threshold, it seems like, which is you're only unconscious when you exceed it.
Oh.
That's the problem with counting backwards.
Okay.
Oh, it's about to get crazy.
And it's this and this,
I shoot
Yeah?
even though he's got a. Okay.
This motherfucker. Call him
What else? That.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a droid do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh. Yeah, that one wasn't in there.
That was not in there. So that's triumph.
Nice.
Success.
Nice.
There we are.
Yeah, triumph and success. So that is a.
That counts as plus 2 damage to your base.
Okay, so that's 7, pierce 2.
Nice.
That's a triumph.
Okay, go ahead and roll the crit.
Can I have a crit thing?
There's 2 right here.
Oh, there's a crit thing.
I've been using them a lot.
46.
Just
Okay.
a subtle flex. I've been having to roll them a lot. I've
Okay.
crit 3
It takes
times.
1 severity to crit as you cut into its head, the cloth falling away, revealing the terrifying skeletal visage of this droid, and a nasty gash inside some of its wiring on its head. It doesn't quite short out. It's still ready to fight, but then the Queen's voice sounds once more. "Enough. I've seen enough. Your warrior," and she speaks to Oogle, "fights well, warrior of mine. Call it off." And Oogle starts clicking furiously, motioning at you, saliva dropping from its mouth as it's motioning. And then you hear "Jedi."
He's
And the
talking
Queen
about
starts to raise and grow herself the same way that Oogle did over Ref earlier. The stinger starting to poke forward
Red Rock
under its
strikes.
leg. Poison.
Sorry.
Poison dripping.
Sorry.
Poison dripping off
The wagon.
of its off the wagon. And you see as Oogle backs down with a single from the Queen.
We know
The stinger
boss
there
is.
threateningly. Oogle folds back down a little bit,
Yeah,
and
back
Ref
down.
stands very proud
Yeah, he does.
and says, "My Queen, I've actually been working on a new droid." And she says, "I have not forgotten you brought these outsiders here. We will talk about your infractions later. As for you, come, we eat." And the Magna Guard turns off the electrostaff and just nods at you, Phobin, and follows where the Droideka.
Time for poop poop.
Now I can recover strain.
Now you can recover some strain. Go ahead and roll cool or discipline.
I don't think there's
too.
enough dice.
You guys weren't technically in an encounter. So.
Discipline or
But
cool?
we have discipline from last time.
Yeah, because you guys fought.
Strain.
This time you guys were just watching.
my strain is
Did we recover
definitely.
strain from when we were
Discipline
in the
is-
last battle?
We did that.
I didn't.
Discipline or
I had everybody roll.
Oh, never mind. I got
Roll
a
for your
0.
strength.
I got a 0.
Is it cool or discipline or just discipline?
Cool or discipline, your choice.
We were just cool is a little cooler.
Orak's rubbing his shoulders though,
Yeah,
'cause
afterwards,
he had a
like,
good
post-fight,
match, so that
wiping
should
him
give him an
off.
extra roll.
4 success. So that's 4
4
strain.
strain back. There you go.
So now I'm ready for Ugal.
He was close to like passing out as you like.
Yeah, I was
grab him
at
and
max.
takes a breath.
I'm ready to fight Ugal.
Literally one away.
Seriously.
As you are now fed the worms and small creators and creatures that have been presented before the
I've
queen.
seen a stomach issue.
I'll take his share.
Yes.
No, it's actually good. Try some.
That was.
She looks at you. She says, "I've never heard of a Jedi who fights without a lightsaber.
Nor have I.
Where is yours?
I don't have one.
Do you deny that you are a Jedi?"
I have not completed the requisite training,
I see.
but I did study with them before galactic events unfolded.
Then
including
perhaps
my progress.
once we would have been enemies. Today, we have a common adversary. The Hive is a brutal place. It must be this way because the galaxy is brutal as well. The Colloquoi take every advantage we can find to defeat our enemy. One of the honor guards comes up with a small case and puts it in front of you. It's about this big.
Okay.
The bear sloth is one of the most venomous creatures in the galaxy. Though not effective on droids, perhaps this poison will prove useful to you and your lightless blade.
Got a poison.
You
blade,
see
bro.
2 vials on, like small bits of foam, essentially, that are green and clearly acidic in nature. They are very potent. Be careful in your application.
How do I use this?
I will give you the stats and details after, but essentially you can spend some time to apply it to your weapon.
Ooh.
It's a temporary thing.
It is temporary, but it is very serious.
So you said
And he
it's
has 2 of
poison.
them?
Bear sloth?
Bear sloth venom.
He has 2 of them. 2 vials.
2 vials.
Nice. Twice as nice.
And I asked her about the Jedi. You mentioned your adversaries. Did you fight them personally?
Once I was queen of the Colloquoid creation nest. We oversaw the creation of much of the Confederacy's technology. Kalos Val helped us escape eradication under the Empire's thumb.
So you have a good relationship with him then, or at least you did.
I did once.
Do you know where to find him now?
Nothing quite so precise. Kalos Val was always an idealist. It made him weaker than he could have been, but a stronger ally for it. He helped us escape as he helps many across the galaxy, to his own detriment. He spends much time across markets that would escape the notice of the Empire, seeking materials, rare parts, schematics for ships, droids, other interesting pieces of technology to add to his collection. I believe the datachron you showed is one such item. If you find Kalos Val, you will find him in the moons of Kaski.
Cascade.
A black market is happening there.
Have we heard that name?
You know,
That's
it's
not
just,
the planet with the uprising.
that is not the that is
Okay, it's a
Nizam.
new planet, but in this
Same sector.
So we might have heard of it before.
We've seen many shipments and ships directed that way. For the moons of Kaski are home to 4 pirate groups.
I love pirates.
They make for good business. The black market there is large, trades in many goods. Last I heard, though, Kalos Val has become a bit of a recluse. Even spread the rumor that he died. Quite well, I thought, until you came knocking. But you are all capable enough to have earned his company. The Droideka you defeated were instruments of fear and destruction once. If you bring me the unlocked datachron, I can make them such again and retake the Abhian shipyards from the Empire. We have a common enemy, do we not?
Indeed.
Then travel to the Kaski Exchange. What you seek is the 11th moon of Kaski, home to the Bronze Horn Gang. That is where you will find your market at this time.
Question for you. Do we know what species he is?
Who, Kalos? No, we don't.
Can you tell us personally about him, what he looks like?
Kalos Val is a Twi'lek,
Oh, nice.
blue-green in color.
How old? Or distinct markings on him?
I found age amongst your kind different to ours. Old now, he lived the Clone Wars.
And how old are you, Queen?
I have been around for some time.
You look good.
Oh.
I'm going to ask her about, as the dinner proceeds, just casually when we get off this topic, if she has any trophies from the Clone Wars, fighting the Republic and Jedi.
She smiles at you knowingly,
As do we all.
and she says, "Bring me the unlocked datachron, and I will have many gifts for you, bladeless Jedi."
Is this, is she wanting it exclusively?
What is the Hive's will be the Hive's alone.
So in my head, I'm thinking, we can bring it to her after everyone else has checked it out.
In the meantime, you have proven your worth, and the help you have offered our kind is worth restitution, for allies are in short supply in this galaxy. We have delivered armaments to your ship.
Yeah.
See that you use them well in your war.
Okay.
I take whatever she was eating. I take whatever she was eating. I
Yeah.
grab the same thing and I eat it too. I say our war.
She says, "Bring me the datachron, and so it shall be.
She's not about
Our
pleasantries.
war." The Stinger decides at this point, Ugo.
I like Ugo too. Next week.
Doesn't rhyme
Ugo.
with Google. Ugo.
Ugo.
He has clearly shrunken over this time a little bit, but looks at all of you a little begrudging, looks at the bear sloth venom with envy in his eyes. A rematch later then.
Today?
Do not overestimate yourself.
Truce. No hard feelings, Google.
And the queen just
My mother's
clicks at
on
him, and the queen leans forward, and with one of her small hands, one of her is actually much larger,
Yeah.
reaches out. Many gifts.
We do the elbow because of Covoid.
Yeah.
It's a royal handshake.
Yeah.
And as you return to your ship, Elway fills you in on a delivery of some really bizarre missiles. It seems like these missiles contain a payload that, when it impacts a ship or gets near, releases small droids that will clamp onto the enemy ship and sabotage them.
Just like those ones in Revenge of the Sith.
In addition to an improved shield generator.
Degenerator or generator?
Generator for your
Nice. I'll
For the
take
ship? Wow.
it. Missiles are for the
I'll
ship.
have
too.
everything noted down for you guys.
And regarding this bear sloth venom, you'll let me know, but it's like a one-time use thing?
Essentially, it's going to be like one combat. You apply it,
Each
and you'll
vial.
have it for one combat. And if you roll some threats, maybe I say that that's it. You've run it out. Threats, despair. It's all
You
narrative.
said it is pretty lethal, you said.
So just so that you know, if you apply it,
He's
poison
smiling,
can
so
be
it hurts.
administered by injection, but that could be like a scratch.
Right.
I'll give it all to you later.
Okay.
But the target must make a daunting resilience check. Daunting means 4 difficulty. If they fail, they immediately suffer a crit.
So you have to roll against 4 difficulty?
Each round.
Each time they're infected with the venom.
So each slice.
Whenever the individual would suffer 1 or more wounds or strain, instead they suffer +2.
Damn,
So
that's
if you do
some
6
Raccoon
wounds,
City shit.
they actually take 8.
And
But obviously,
in
only
terms
on
of
organics,
healing
so
crits,
it's no threat to her.
in terms of healing crits, it's, do you guys take crits this time?
No.
Nah, you're the only one got
3 of them. How you can heal 1 crit?
A week if you rest, but you guys have a Bacta tank on the ship,
So that's
you
right.
can try to heal once a day.
That's
And as you
when we
guys
go home for
climb
the
back on the
next 3
ship,
days.
Ref staying down with the Hive, LOA recovering Tinks, and you recovering Shakak,
Look, not a scratch on her, as always.
which direction do you set?
We're gonna go to
We go
We're
towards
going
that
to the moon, the 12th moon.
Okay.
11.
Are there any?
As you head for the moons of Cascade, engaging your adversaries, leaving behind the Appian shipyards. We'll end there today and come back next time.
We're flying to the moon.
Cascade, to the 11 moons of Cascade.
To the moon, Malul.
Can
to the
I,
moon.
do I roll my morality?
We'll do that off screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you sticking with us. We'll be back again next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and may the force be with you.
Yeah.
May the Black Spires favor you. Said no one. Okay.
You have as much sarcasm dripping from you as the queen has venom from.
Yes.
What a toss.